Hello. Hiya. Alive.
I love
Hello.
this is how you greet us with the new year, so I'm really bad at dancing.
Oh, do you know?
It sounds like a water spray.
I had a
Sprinkler.
good one for you, by the way.
Okay.
You know that's that the ranger who took a specialization in killing Gumbalhulks.
Yeah.
He couldn't remember.
So, hi everyone, and Happy New Year, and welcome to 2021's first episode of Dangerous Cults and Where to Find Them.
Finally.
And the first episode of Chapter 1, if you will,
What?
of this.
Oh God.
Because Peru was only the prologue.
What?
It's gonna get easier from here.
Yep.
Oh yes, we had a chat about this. I felt like we had things too easy. At which point, Rin looked at me like this. Don't worry.
Don't worry.
That was it. So obviously, yeah, that right there, that face.
It's kind of sad because a friend of mine played Call of Cthulhu yesterday, and her character died because she failed a dodge save on a pushed roll. So her character's neck just got snapped.
Ooh.
It was so she called us, but like, oh my character just died. They're trying to figure it out. I was like, it is Call of Cthulhu. I think we're supposed to to die at some point.
Yeah.
So,
was
since
my
Peru,
introduction.
for those of
That was
you
it.
who watched the prologue,
Dodge save.
for those of you who watched the prologue episodes, it has been 4 years
What? Oh, in game, right?
in game.
It's been a hard
And,
week. 2024.
Our investigators have been going mostly their separate ways and doing their own things, and I will let them let you in on what they have been doing through gameplay. But first and foremost, there are a few things. Not Rick's hiccups. Please follow us on social media. We're on Twitter, we're on Instagram. We also have a YouTube channel where I post the episodes after we've streamed. I'm a little behind on that. Episode 3 of the prologue is coming up very soon. We also have a Ko-fi if you would like to support us and support this stuff. Other than that, disclaimers. This is a horror RPG, so there will be obviously elements of horror and violence. There will probably also be naughty language, hiccups, and it is set in the 1920s, which does mean that there may be elements of racism and sexism described in this setting. We will do our very best to treat those subjects with care and sensitivity. If we fail to do so, please let us know.
He's trying not to hiccup. That's the thing. He's literally genuinely holding his breath.
It's a Rick hick. You can blame Roro for that. But yeah, we will do our best to treat those topics with sensitivity, but if we fail to do so, please let us know so that we can improve. We are not above criticism and we are not perfect.
I am.
Except to a little.
We did not discuss this.
This is not in our contracts. It says specifically we are perfect.
You
and
got
above.
a contract?
It's the same, like, you
I
got
made
paid.
contracts?
You can read.
Where was our contract?
We could suck it in.
Okay, fine, we made our own contracts.
So this is how Rin signs her things.
Anyway, with that, we are turning our attention to the Big Apple, New York, 1925. Our investigators, having received a message from Jackson Elias, have all decided to go to New York to answer his request, which is that he needs a solid investigation team for a case, and he says that he's found some information on the Carlisle Expedition. Now, the Carlisle Expedition, as far as most of the investigators remember, was led by playboy millionaire, or even billionaire, Roger Carlisle, who decided to suddenly go on an expedition and gathered up a bunch of people, and then suddenly they disappeared and were found massacred. This was a few years ago.
I mean, yeah.
So, obviously, finding some information about that is a little odd. Especially knowing Jackson's reputation for having a bit of a fascination with blood cults and death cults.
No.
So I think I can safely say that their curiosity was piqued. And New York, in January 1925, was horrendously snowy. It had been a snowstorm recently, and snow still covers most of the streets, and there are certain places where it's difficult to get about with car and public transport. It helps that they have the above ground, underground, I think. I can't remember what it's called. But they had like a subway which was above ground, and later also got connected to a greater subway system underground as well. And I will now also give you some more handouts.
Oh,
We have a big noteboard here to put up clues.
Yes.
do we have like a red string as well?
Ooh.
Can be like, so.
Next week. Next week.
2 weeks. Next time.
Next.
Here is a map of
This
New
is
York.
Carlisle. Is it Edward's dad? Is it Twilight Carlisle?
No.
And-
Can you not?
no.
We will begin our game as the investigators have safely arrived in New York in spite of the bad weather, and probably have made an agreement to meet at Ashling's office. Aisling Burnell, now Professor Burnell, officially.
Yes! I don't have to lie anymore!
Your life of crime is behind you.
I
Yes.
had such hopes.
Such
Hopes.
She is
So
currently working
baseless.
at the New York
Base.
University,
And where's
which, if you look at the map that I gave you, it is a little bit difficult to see because of the writing being quite small.
Put on your reading glasses.
But New York University, I believe, is on Lower Manhattan.
South Manhattan, yeah.
Manhattan.
And if I'm not mistaken, it is number 20 on the smaller South Manhattan map, if you can make that out.
Yes.
So, I haven't uploaded the PDF files
Do I show
for
it?
the map,
I don't know if
but
this
I
works.
can show you
Wait.
here. Let's
Oh, you
see.
have it. That's
There
fine.
we go.
Yes.
So, here is New York, 1925. And the university where Aisling is working is positioned somewhere here.
The foot of
And
Manhattan.
it's a little past lunchtime, probably. And I will pass it over to you in a moment of moments, actually, because there may be some of you who didn't watch the prologue. Oh, the prologue.
Well, you should go and watch it now.
Might be a little bit long to watch it all now before the stream. So I'll give you
Yes.
a little, a quick sort of intro to Jackson Elias, because he became quite a close friend
No.
to our four investigators, or 3 investigators,
He was alright.
during a bit of an adventure in Peru. And he speaks several languages fluently and is constantly travelling. He's social, enjoys a drink, and smokes a pipe. A tough, stable, and punctual man, Elias is unafraid of brawls and officials. He's mostly self-educated. Once a skeptic, he started to question his stance after the events that he witnessed in the mountains of Peru. Although in most cases he has failed to find proof of supernatural powers, magic, or dark gods. He's well researched, and his work always seems to reflect first-hand experience. Possibly his greatest flaw is that he's secretive and never discusses a project until he has a final draft in hand.
Sorry. Continue. We love you. You're doing really well.
His writings characterize and analyze death cults and blood cults. His best-known book is Sons of Death, exposing modern thuggy cults in India.
Ooh.
All of his books illustrate how cults manipulate the fears of their followers. Insanity and feelings of inadequacy characterize death cults, feelings for which they compensate by slaughtering innocents to make themselves feel powerful or chosen. Cults draw the weak-minded, though cult leaders are usually clever and manipulative. When fear of a cult stops, the cult vanishes. His published work as a writer include Skulls Along the River from 1910, Masters of the Black Arts from 1912, The Way of Terror from 1913, The Smoking Heart from 1915, Sons of Death from 1918, Witch Cults of England from 1920, The Black Power from 1921, and his most recent book, The Hungry Dead, from 1923, which describes the group's experiences in Peru.
I was just listening for his one time only children's book, My Dad's Teddy Bear or something. It was a weird year.
It was something we would call his experimental year. The experimental
He's
phase.
My
he's
first
a
death
very
cults.
successful African American man, which is, difficult in the 1920s, but he's managed to make it through. And that's probably a lot due to his charm and charisma. He's got this feisty but friendly air about him. He's quite suave and quite handsome. So that probably helps. And he doesn't have a permanent address. He has no living relatives that any of you know of. And he's constantly travelling, so he's not the easiest man to get hold of, but he has tried his best to provide his friends with his addresses when he's able. And he stayed in touch with them, writing letters. So suddenly getting this message after quite a while of complete silence, at least from the 3 of you. I think Archie's the last one to receive a letter from him. And with that, we turn our gaze to New York University.
We are in my study. How it looks like, because I wanted to. It looks like a dark academia dream. It has beautiful, dark wood mahogany bookcases, filling every single. There are more books and bookcases than actual wallpaper, which we love. She had to quarrel with someone to not get the windows blocked as well, so she has windows so you can actually see outside, but she was this close to just blocking everything with just books. There are some beautiful plants as well, hanging from the ceiling, by the window. She has this beautiful desk which she has one part of the desk is just dedicated to tea, and the other one is to be read books, which is also has some little fiction there as well. She's which is a little Sunday treat. Which you will see there as well. There are loads of like nice chairs and sofas and stuff also for the students that need to crash for the night, which she then lends her study to do so, or if she needs to crash for the night and doesn't want to go home. But it's really nice, and it smells nice because of the flowers and the plants and stuff, and it looks great. It has like, I don't know how NYU looks like, but I'm thinking about like big like round windows and stuff that look there. You know, you can see the students down there contemplating life and crying because of exams. You know?
Looking at all the tiny people. I have one important question.
Yes.
The book Peggy gave her,
Yeah.
is it anywhere in the room?
Make an investigation check.
Wait a minute. Are you there?
Yeah, Peggy's there.
Well,
If you look, it is somewhere in the room.
Okay, so she kept it.
It is there. If it was used for kindling, you do not know.
No.
But it is definitely in the room somewhere.
It's a very important book. It holds the bookcase leveled.
I think
It's
Peggy would
using
take
as one of
offense,
the chairs that just lost a leg. It is somewhere in the room if you looked for it.
Okay. Well, I would like Peggy to be the first one to arrive. She bustles in like she normally does in a big fur coat with a big hood and it's snowflakes everywhere, and she pulls the hood back and you see instead of that bob she has the Marcel waves and very fashionable.
I'm just gonna say that Gatsby is now public domain. So if we, I'm just putting that there. Gatsby has now become public domain. But yes.
And she goes straight to Aisling, takes her hands and, "Hello, darling. It's been far too long.
Oh my goodness! Look at your coat.
Isn't it fabulous?" And she takes a twirl, and all
Grand!
the snow just flies off into the room.
Gosh, that's fine. Let me put on the fire. So she goes and
Set fire to it.
She sets fire to the coat. No, like it is definitely grand as she takes it off you and puts it on one of the whatever like coat hangers. It's like, do you want to sit down?
Oh, yes, please. And she immediately drapes herself over a table and asks, "Do you have a brandy?"
The table?
No, table, I meant the chair. Well, it could be
so wrong with the table.
Well,
Yeah, I was like,
I think it would be too full of paper and books, probably.
No, she did clean up because you were coming. But yeah, so she's like, yeah, Brent. She like looks around. Oh, okay, I guess we can. And she goes to like the bottom like cupboard that she has like a little key and everything, and takes out a bit of brandy and gets it. It's me, Anastasia. That is the only entrance I want in my life. Grandma, it's me, Anastasia. Yeah. So she gives you a glass of brandy, saying, "So how was the trip?"
Oh, like usual, full of people, noisy kids, but normal, nice.
Noisy kids. She like nods, looks out the window, sees someone having a panic attack because of the exams. Yes, I get that.
They're everywhere.
They're everywhere.
They died later.
So where's the sergeant and my useless brother?
I have no idea.
Probably not too far away.
Lost.
There's a knock on the door. There's a knock on the door.
Sorry. I was looking on my door. It's like, speak of the devil. As she goes, Ashen goes and opens the door. Sergeant, were you this tall always?
God.
Bonjour, mes amis. Oh, sorry. I keep forgetting him. Not in France.
She replies in fluent French,
Cheating.
which I cannot. That's all right. We all make mistakes sometimes, but it's nice to hear French that's spoken by an actual local and not some students. Come on in.
It's great seeing you guys again. Thomas looks older, but at the same time a little bit younger. His beard is cut off, leaving the mustache still well trimmed, and just a goatee.
Ooh.
Also pretty stylishly trimmed. He doesn't have the army-looking clothes anymore, except for the trench coat because the cold. But he's actually more surprisingly well dressed.
Right, she like, can I take your coat, please?
Thank you.
Yeah. She puts it next to the huge fur coat that you see on the coat hanger. And now the coat hanger, because of the weight, is just like tilted a tiny bit, but mostly because of her coat. It's like, oh, did you want some brandy as well, or do you just want tea?
Brandy sounds delicious. Thank you.
Okay. Don't tell my colleagues as she goes down and gives you a glass of brandy as well.
Like pointed out in chat.
Yeah.
Prohibition. Ah.
Yeah, they fought vampires. I think she's allowed to be a functioning alcoholic. Under the table.
All right, you poor Americans.
Oh, you poor Americans. Yes. Just illegal. Yeah, it's illegal. That's why she's like, don't tell anyone. Jesus.
It's probably been stored there since before the Prohibition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, actually, because the Prohibition.
She
started.
smuggled. She smuggled it in.
First she lies about being a professor.
Like,
it's just
she has to
downhill
have one
from
lie at a time.
Some
lie at a
Some
time.
things she had to pick up from her brother.
Yeah. First it was the professor. Now that wasn't a lie. She had to have the like a brandy, just for special occasions. Yeah. So, did you travel with my useless brother?
No, I haven't seen Archie since we parted.
Has anyone seen Archie? Hello,
By the way.
Thomas, by the way.
Great seeing you again, miss.
Wonderful. The handshake is a bit unusual. She's used to the French.
Yeah, he doesn't do the handshake. He does the hand kiss.
Oh. How positively French.
I shall address you in the French way. Mon ami.
All right, Lumiere. And he's like, well, yeah, I did see Archie. We did buy actually our family home back in Ireland.
Oh, how wonderful.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Oh, congratulations.
So we got the manor back, which was positively lovely.
You two live there when you're not in New York?
I go back there a couple of times. I see my grandparents and my parents, of course,
how
but they're so
wonderful.
some of them they moved back into the old manor. And so yeah, it's just nice, you know, getting go to back to the countryside and
Oh, it's so nice. Just have a little break before the world pulls you away again and you have to roll around like a whirlwind.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, I like the quiet either way, but it looks like they won't last that long since we're waiting for most likely Jackson and Archie.
So what have you been up to while we're waiting?
While we're waiting, well, I for one have started my lady detective business, and it's been quite fruitful. I've had a few interesting happenings.
How so?
I met some other creatures than the ones we did in Peru, so there's different kinds of creatures out there, but I handled myself quite well.
She looks at you, she pours a bit more brandy in your glass.
I'm just checking your sanity level. Okay.
Oh, you don't see that page. It's hidden well
So
behind.
I see. What's with the padlocks?
Yeah, so she like pours a bit more brandy in your glass, thinking that you maybe might need it a bit more. Do tell if you're comfortable.
I don't know if we have time for this right now.
Another time.
Yeah, another time. Yes, I think so. Koopa? You're so French.
Yeah, I sort of had to. Turns out, French universities doesn't take kindly on the rural Australian attitude.
Can we do one of those cut to moments where you're like, "Get down, mate!" And we're like, "Oh, monsieur."
Yeah, it was kind of what happened.
Quick question: has Koopa been writing letters to Peggy as well, so she knows what's going on?
Yes, some, I guess.
But school.
Yeah, I think Peggy might know.
Okay, so
He's he's not much for a letter writer, so I'm not sure how much information he has actually given.
But how's the study going? Study is going.
I mean, the Legion pays for most of it, so they actually managed to get me off, as I say, scot-free this semester. For the other students, rejoice. They don't have to get beatings anymore.
What were you doing at...
Have you ever met a 20-year-old French medicine student?
Quite a few, actually, yes.
Yeah,
No.
they're obnoxious little shits.
I find them quite entertaining.
Well, maybe on their spare time, but not when they're studying. Per se.
Good point.
Yeah.
Yes.
The French know how to party.
Oh, they absolutely do.
Yes.
Oh, it's splendid.
Like, well, I've been, I've had the scholarship for young girls to, so they could also get an education. I've been doing private lessons as well with just them, so that's been refreshing to say the least.
Molding young minds. Oh, how wonderful.
Yes, and especially also, girls that maybe wouldn't get any education because, orphans, stuff like that.
Oh, we have to take care of the orphans, of course we do. So wonderful of you.
Well, I was very lucky with my family, so I thought I'd try to give it back.
It's wonderful to give back with people that are stricken by tragedy.
Oh, stricken by tragedy. Do you know when Archie's going to be?
Fine, okay. You actually hear steps outside the door, like a tap, tap, tap. And there's an awkward moment where you hear like a knock, knock, knock. Door opening. And then again, door closes, and then tap, tap, tap. Knock, knock, knock. And then knock, knock,
The more
knock.
depressing way.
As this happens a couple of times, Aisling just tries to hide, stand in front of where the desk would be, where the brandy would be, and just opens the door just slightly. And does she? What does she? Does Archie talking to himself?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Yes. Archie.
Actually looking into empty offices and just opening the door, looking in and going, oh yes, well, it doesn't look like her place. No. Turns, just when he hears your voice, he just turns slowly. Now,
It says my name on the door. I know you're thick, but you can't read, right?
And that'd be Archie.
So he's alive then.
oh well, and turns around and starts walking away.
Oh, the rest of... I have brandy!
I got to ask, by the way, were sunglasses a thing back then?
Oh.
Not really. I mean, I think you could get them.
I was going to say, because they were becoming to... They did exist. I've seen...
They did exist, but they weren't very common.
Well, I
I
am
believe.
healthy.
Yeah.
Well,
you
you
can
are
have-
quite uncommon.
They did
Hey.
exist. I mean, I think they
Browns.
exist.
Not in the middle of a snowstorm in January.
Yeah, it is a snowstorm.
I mean,
Fuck you, watch me.
snowstorms
Well,
might
it is
actually be one of the first
1925.
points where they made sunglasses because
sharp
snow
light,
blindness
yeah.
Mhm,
and
mhm.
all the whole
But it's
North
New
Pole
York.
expeditions. Yeah, but I mean,
So he's got sunglasses.
He's got sunglasses.
But obviously these aren't your, plastic flim-flam stuff. They are quite extra
Yeah.
affairs. I think Bram Stoker's Dracula,
Yeah.
with it, except not
So
dyslexia glasses.
She sees you with the glasses and goes, "You look like one of the three blind mice."
Oh, that's interesting. I was thinking of taking a dump on your bed.
Oh, it's nice to see you again. Come on in.
Heavens. As when he enters the room, he's wearing pretty much a suit that's very similar to the one that he was wearing the last time you saw him, except this one is in better condition. He has... Yes. So you mean it's a suit then? He has behind him a rather large carrier bag, like a suitcase that he's holding. And in his left hand is a walking cane,
Oh my god, there's 3 of us now.
Fine. Alright,
No,
it's-
no, no.
No, it's
No,
fine.
no, no, it's funny.
Let's have the cane gang.
Do you know what?
It's the canes.
Not chain gang,
Are
but
we
chain
gonna have
gang.
a thing later where we all have canes and we like cross our canes and say,
Yeah. Huzzah!
And they
For the
call
honour
us-
of Grayskull.
Yeah! The 3 musketeers.
And Ashley.
And I'm the 4th one.
Yeah.
Who was
The-
that
the
again?
Dutch
Nobody
Tanya.
remembers.
D'Artagnan.
Oh, okay.
It is D'Artagnan. I thought it was D'Artagnan. Yeah.
Adam is close.
As you walk in, you have the coat. You're like, you can put the coat there, and she just goes back.
There is a moment where he scans the room ever so slightly, and you can see he's having trouble looking through these sunglasses, but there's a reason he's putting them on. And he just looks towards Sergeant.
Archie, nice seeing you, old chap.
Likewise, old boy. I hardly recognised you. And then he looks. He's moving around the room like that, and there's a moment where he locks eyes with Peggy, and he just takes the glasses and pulls them down a little bit. Oh, pulls them straight up again. And there is this moment where you see that under his sunglasses, he's very bloodshot eyes, and they look like he hasn't slept in days. He puts them straight back up. Mr. Lynch, Peggy, hi. I did
Hi,
not.
Archie. Wonderful to see you, hear from you, and see you're not dead.
Oh, don't worry. I would know if he was.
Oh, that is a good point.
Oh, don't
But
worry, sister.
by-
I've changed the inheritance.
Oh,
You were
well,
saying-
you never got
By
one
the way,
either
it's not Miss Lynch anymore. It's
Oh.
Mrs. Andrews.
Oh,
Huh? When did you get married? And why didn't you tell me? Why won't I fly invited to the wedding? She just takes your glass of brandy as hostage.
At that moment, you see the hand, but it's the left hand holding it, and you see a mark after a ring, but there's no ring there.
Are you having an affair, Lynch?
No, absolute.
some people would call it an affair.
I didn't think this coming through. It kind of was Miss Andrews. I'm keeping the name. My
Peggy
dear,
Andrews? Peggy Lynch sounds so much better. Why would you keep the name?
because I fell in love and wanted his name.
Sounds
Poor
in
thing, she gives you the...
Thank you.
those rare occasions.
And
I agree with
now
my
I
sister.
have something to remember him by.
Did he die?
Yes, I am a widow. And she takes a big gulp.
She pours even more brandy in your glass.
I did not think
So-
this went through. So yes, we're here. We're Mr. Jackson. No, Elias. We're more people, right?
Yes.
So, moving on to the matter at hand, obviously something.
So, Ashling, you're a professor now.
Oh, yes, officially.
Thank you, Sergeant.
Yeah, officially a professor. Officially. It is quite lovely being a female professor teaching older white men.
Oh, I can imagine.
The things that I get to say to them, and they just have to shut up and just take it, is incredibly satisfying.
Sounds like a
I
Tuesday.
can imagine.
You would know.
Yes, I would. Pass the brandy.
No. She just puts a tiny bit, like. Miss Lynch, Mrs. Andrews needs it more than you.
Cooper slips up a bottle from his coat pocket. And
Everyone's breaking the law.
No worries.
Yes, thank you
I
very much.
gotcha.
Do you know what? I absolutely loathe and detest this country. No offense to any. Excellent. But sincerely, I mean, it's forbidden to get a drink, and yet I could get myself a double-barreled shotgun and say goodbye to Mr. Thorpe on the corner there just by blinking.
Oh, America.
Right? Land of the crazy, more like.
It's a wonderful country.
Well, I mean, opportunities.
I find it gets better with every sip.
It's my first time here.
First time.
Yeah.
Well, I should show you around New York at least.
Yes, all of the fun bits with all of the bucks in it, and the dust and the spider webs, no doubt. Now, I'll show you all of the good places.
Central Park is wonderful at this
Yawn.
time of year. There is a lovely museum as well.
Yes, full of dead things that no one cares about.
And one day you'll be there as well if you don't shut up.
Ah, That's actually better than what you said I would end up doing last time. You
Oh.
on my death.
At this point,
Thank you!
phone rings.
I could do this all day.
Yeah, I can do it.
Your
Oh.
phone rings.
Okay. Professor Burnell speaking, yes?
I wonder how many times she has to say.
Ashling, is that you? Good. It's Jackson here.
Jackson.
I need you to you need to meet me. Are everyone there?
Yes, everyone's here. We were
Good. I need you to all meet me at the Hotel Chelsea at 8:00 tonight.
okay.
It's my hotel room is 410.
Okay.
410.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, great.
You
it's-
alright?
I have to go. Click.
So that was a very distraught Jackson. So we're going to meet him at Hotel Chelsea at 8 p.m. in his room.
What time is it now?
Yeah, what time is it
It's
now?
around 2.
Should pull out a pocket watch. Oh, you know what? Just pull up his glasses and look at it with these bleary eyes. No, it doesn't help.
She pulls up her pocket watch. 2 p.m.
Really? Gets a closer look.
You also have a pocket watch.
Silver
I've
inlay.
had,
Fancy.
Thomas has had a pocket watch.
You recognize the pocket
since
watch.
forever.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna give you the satisfaction,
Yeah.
bish.
Thomas is now having fun picking up his own pocket watch, looking at you, looking at Archie, and then looking at Peggy.
Go outside, look at the sun. I could just tell the time. Sucks to be all y'all.
It's light outside.
Light outside. Yeah.
It is daytime.
It is.
I am not hungry, but I am thirsty.
I was like, well, it's quite early still, until it's 8 p.m. Is there anything, since your first time here, is there anything you'd like to see?
I don't know. What does the city has to offer? I've understand that drinking is a
Frowned upon.
little bit frowned upon nowadays.
Well, there is this lovely cafe that we usually go to.
Oh,
Maybe we could.
can we? Oh,
Yes.
it's one of
Let's
my
go there.
favourites.
Yes, we can hear about your wonderful time over the last 4 years.
Yeah, speaking of, what have you been up to?
Oh, you know, making friends. We bought the. You told him, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Can I not have anything?
Congratulations!
Oh, it was great.
Well, one thing I do not know, how many times have you been there since we bought it?
Well,
I always miss you. When every time I go there, you're not there.
do you mean you always miss me as in, Archie is not here, or do you always miss me, or one of these days he's going to walk into my iron sight and kabang?
Whichever one makes you feel safer.
None of them make me feel safer.
Mm-hmm.
However, to answer your question, not so many. The last time was quite frankly because, well, Shanghai got a bit hot for me, so I went back, and lo and behold, this missive was waiting for me on top of a pile of other letters from various people. So I've been working on business. I've been traveling a lot. You know,
You're a businessman now.
I am
You're a businessman now?
of a form. Well, once I paid off my creditors, I found myself in a position where I could, well, become rather a one of the bunch, so to speak. And it turns out I'm rather good at this. So I've been busy, and I have also been indulging in my newfound wealth, and making more money, and then indulging in that newfound wealth, and well, it's this is the most exciting thing that I've done over the last 4 years, I dare say.
She looks at the cane, and one of your indulgement and excitement
Oh, this?
led to... Is it just fancy, or do you actually need it?
Well, I mean, the doctor said I need it, but
Oh my god.
What did you do?
What did you do?
oh, I fell, as you do.
On a gun?
I honestly can't remember. I had a bad turn in one of those blasted places in Asia, and a few weeks later, my knee started to act up. That's all.
Oh.
It's not bad for being stabbed, really. I would have thought.
Wait, so you can't remember, but you got stabbed?
Well, one does note the things that have happened.
So you got stabbed and he got shot.
You got shot?
He picks up he picks up his own cane. I got shot.
So you're all cripples now.
She's the one using it for the looks.
Oh,
It's just an accessory for me.
I know. You look really well with it.
Thank
Next
you.
you'll be saying, I'm halfway. No, you've done that
Don't
as
have
well.
a gammy leg.
Gabby leg. Do you know what? Screw my doctor. Throws us the cane.
No. Ashton just looks at your size, goes and picks it up, like pushes you into your chest and like keep it, because I don't want to like run after you or like try to drag you somewhere because you didn't have your cane with you.
What you're trying to say is, if it's suffering that you don't cause yourself, it doesn't feel as good.
Yes.
There you go. You're slipping, darling. Come on. Takes the cane. You've been away for far too long. So, how many hours do we have before we have to find out whether our friend Jackson has gotten himself into another pickle?
6 hours.
6 hours?
Yes. Well, we could go to Broadway. There are some lovely plays being played there right now.
Can you get us backstage?
Can I get us backstage? No, I was like, maybe not me, but... And she looks at Peggy.
Well, I do know Michael. He could probably take us back there.
I'm sorry, Michael?
Michael.
Michael.
Oh, heavens. That's...
Obviously, Michael.
It's
It is fortunate that there is only one Michael in this entire world. But the angel?
Well, my Michael is just...
Your Michael?
My friend Michael.
Your friend Michael?
Is it so surprising that I have friends even though I've been married?
Honestly, to be fair, I'm sorry. I'm
Thank you.
terribly sorry.
Well, let's go...
Your friend? Sorry, I'm kidding. I'm just going to sit over
So
here.
we'll probably go see a play. I know, since I studied this, that the musicals did not exist really until 1927, when the first musical was
I was
out.
wondering about that. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's in 2 years as the first musical will come out.
Does anyone care?
But theatre.
But theatre was there, so just so we wouldn't be able to see any plays, musicals, but there were plays. That's my little history nugget that I know from my very specific interests.
How would you know that?
Oh,
Oh, you sweet summer child.
I just picked the name Michael. I didn't think that... Well, now
Fine.
you're in the game, sort of.
Congratulations,
Write
you
them
just
down.
tasted a little bit of what it means.
what is a
To
good
improvise.
what is a good winter play? Let's go watch Shakespeare's Winter's Tale.
Boring.
There's a court and everything. There's like betrayal and love. Oh no, let's not watch that.
Well, that's awkward. Let's go watch Macbeth. I can feel like getting stabbed 100 times. Or
You
was
know
that
what?
Hamlet?
Actually, for
There's probably
once,
some good pantos.
yeah, there's probably some good pantos. The only thing, there
Yeah.
are like loads of minstrel shows, but can we please not go there? No, let's watch a fun little panto.
A fun little panto.
Yes, let's have some anti-Semitism instead.
Oh no! Why are the 20s so problematic?
Do you know what? I'm going to go and touch bases with some old friends I haven't seen since the last time I was stateside.
So, us?
Yeah, so you're gonna leave us?
Other-
We've just
other-
arrived.
Other friends. I have some business
You don't have any
acquaintances.
friends. You stay with us.
Acquaintances, then.
You stay with us. Because I can't trust that you don't like walk away and then get yourself into trouble and then you're not there when we have to meet.
I managed for nearly 2-ish years.
Apparently, she like points at your cane.
That was a misunderstanding.
You got stabbed.
I'm fairly certain he was aiming for a bit higher, you know?
Do you want to go to a cafe first, Mr.
Let's go
Cooper?
to the
That
cafe
sounds
first.
lovely.
You're coming.
But, okay, let's go to the cafe then. That sounds a lot better than this
Oh, I hope...
dusty
Dusty, I just cleaned.
I hope Wendy is there.
Yes.
Wendy should be
She's
there.
so nice.
She's so
And I wonder if Michael's there or Wendy's there. And
Why would Michael be there? He's a stage worker.
Yeah.
keep up. Michael, ? Wendy, who are these people?
Just pointing out that Peggy's been
Surprising
in
as
New
it
York a
is.
few times.
Yes.
Surprising
Quite
as
a
it
few
is, there are people in New York.
And there is a...
So, question:
Yeah.
does anyone have a car?
We're not taking his car. He's probably like beaten up.
Peggy would have a short...
I am wealthy! Go It's a Bradley TT model.
I like to think that Aisling has a bicycle.
No. Peggy has a motorbike.
Peggy has a motor.
With the side.
With the sidecar.
No,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I am not sitting there like that.
Aisling
Aisling is.
Yes, because she's
we've
been there.
Yeah, we've been driving that around town and going to cafes.
Yes.
Yes.
In that case, Tommy, would you like to check out how many valves my baby has?
Yeah, sure.
It's mechanics talk
It's
apparently.
not innuendo.
Oh,
No, it's
God.
it's
No.
actual mechanic.
Good
I'm
Lord,
very
I
sorry
hope
about
so.
this, but Michael is doing his best. Just commented, just missing John, and we have all the kids from Peter Pan.
What?
Michael. And Nana.
Did you realise you were
No,
doing that?
no, I didn't.
I was actually thinking
I was
about
thinking
it.
America, red hair,
I was
Wendy's.
thinking Wendy. I was thinking Wendy,
Wendy.
and I was like, oh, we could do a Peter Pan joke, but Peter Pan was most likely not written at that time because it happens during I was like, oh.
Get on that.
Oh.
You can write it.
Some random guy goes past the office and goes, "Oh, those are great names for my story."
Think happy thoughts now,
I
buddy.
believe it was written.
In the 1925, because doesn't it happen around?
Isn't it water?
Yeah, it is
Wartime?
wartime.
Is it?
Yeah,
I thought
it
was
is. It
earlier,
is during.
1910s or
Let
something.
me see.
J.M.
Free
Barrie.
Oh, good. Oh, hey guys.
Hello, cat.
First appeared in
Yeah.
Little Wild Bird in 1902.
Oh,
Yeah,
so it's
and,
So we
uh,
can make Peter Pan references. That's
Yep.
good to know.
1911, apparently, according to Michael, was.
Because it was a play first,
play.
wasn't it? And then it became a book.
Was there a brothel in New York? Now Google that.
That's where Peggy has her job.
Yes.
The brothel?
What? This is too much.
A brothel called Neverland.
No.
As in, no touchy.
No touching.
Never ever.
Oh gosh.
But I
okay.
do believe in fairies. Ooh.
Oh, you
we
wouldn't.
have
okay.
a kitty visitor.
Yes.
Yes.
There we go. Okay, so we can make Peter Pan jokes.
Yes.
As we go, me and your little cart thing.
Oh dear Lord.
Do you want to fast forward?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Yes. So
Not
I'm
pitch
just
them
going to
montage.
say that you've watched a play and had a lovely dinner
Mhm.
at a restaurant
Yes.
before you make your way to the Hotel Chelsea, which is located at number 18 on the South Manhattan map. It's just near Midtown.
Yes.
Oh my God, we can go to Queens.
Yeah, I love that we went from 20 to down low Manhattan to go up again.
Yes.
So yeah, that was very clever.
Chocolate, milk, and Coke. Nom, nom.
That has to be a flavour in there.
That's a very interesting taste. Point.
Isn't it? As a local of Manhattan,
Floater.
Aisling, you know that a lot of hotels don't accept coloured folks, but the Hotel Chelsea very much does.
Mhm.
It's a very forward-thinking, liberal place full of a lot of artists and musicians and painters and such. And it's also usually always the place where Jackson stays whenever he's in New York. So you're familiar with the place, and you find your way there fairly easily.
Mm.
And let's see.
I do like the idea of like him walking in all conservative. I don't know if I like this. Then suddenly there are people wearing new designs of clothing with much more skin, and suddenly being way okay with it. Oh, artists. Oh, bourgeoisie.
Bourgeoisie.
His favorite terrain.
You make your way up to the, I believe it would be the 4th floor of this red brick 12-story building. It's got a magnificent staircase that side, and it was built in the 1880s. It's a lovely place. You get up to the 4th floor and you walk down the corridor. And you may all roll a listen.
I may. I don't know. If I fail this roll, he's
What
been
about
distracted.
April?
Its listen hasn't improved since the war.
No!
No, its listening is still
No.
bad.
Hey,
yes.
you hear that, Tommy? What?
Huh? Oh, no.
Oh, crappy crapple. Finkel apple. I read too much Dr. Seuss books as a kid. That was 11,
Ooh.
I got
which
58,
is
so I did-
weird because I'd imagine he was getting constantly distracted by a rather very attractive waitress.
This hall is empty. Or the corridor
Very
is empty.
The one in his
attractive urn. I don't know.
No. It's not like people are lingering in the hallway here.
Aw. Our plot.
It's a respectable hotel, but it does draw a
You'll
lot
say that.
of creatives and forward-thinking people.
That's what I'm thinking. Artists. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You in particular kind of
Ooh.
stop short as you approach because you hear something. And
What is it exactly
as
I
you go
hear?
closer to the door,
Door?
you hear this strange, strangled-like scream, and then some shuffling about.
Yeah, he kicks the door. He's gonna
Okay.
try and kick it. He's
Is
gonna
it
try
open?
and kick it through. Actually, fuck. You know what? It's too late. I'm gonna double down. It's too late now. He kicks the door by the right
Roll the
flat
strength.
side. So this is where he's gonna fail. Prepare yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, he's gonna fucking. I need to roll under my strength, right?
Yes.
Oh, I'm a betting man. That is not good, though. That's
yeah.
No.
Yes,
No.
that is.
not
No,
good.
it's
No,
not
it's not
good.
good.
That's 100.
So my knee makes a cracking noise.
Good thing you have your cane.
Did you roll 100?
I rolled 100.
You fumbled. Oh dear, you fumbled.
Yeah, I think he's got
What
he's
happens?
broken his knee,
Just
hasn't he?
a second.
Oh man.
Yeah, you can write down. Take 2 hit points damage because you've dislocated your knee.
Well, we've got a medicine student here.
Cooper is on his way pulling out his gun and goes, help him or the door? Your door. Your door.
Ashton looks at you like, take the door. I'll take the door. You take the
All right.
boy.
You don't hear Archie screaming, but the dog outside is barking. So he's just like,
Yeah.
and so much so that he kind of falls back onto his ass. But you know what he was
Okay,
trying to do.
How are you attempting to open the door?
First, I'm gonna check.
It's locked.
Yeah. Okay.
For that.
I'm gonna try
Oh,
to kick it because I'm stronger than Archie.
Yeah.
Oh please, 100.
Oh. I'm gonna. Can I push my roll?
Oh,
So what are you gonna go with?
Was it very near a success?
No.
No. Okay. Yeah.
It was 93.
Why do you think you
It's
should
the
be
door
allowed to push
again.
your roll?
Because she hears a very dear friend in danger, and adrenaline kicks in, and she
Okay,
starts to panic.
I will
It's
allow
not
it.
me. It
Come
wasn't
on,
me.
Don't fuck it up.
54. My strength is 60.
Yeah.
Yes.
You manage it. And
Splinters everywhere.
I need all your dexterity.
and Peggy is straight
Huh?
right
What?
behind
I,
me.
Roll
I,
dexterity?
I need your dexterity.
Good.
My
I heard
dexterity is
that.
60.
60.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Save me, Tommy. Let the women do the fighting.
Fix me! With the track record, it is the women that's gonna fight.
You know, fair.
Yeah.
Peggy, what's your dexterity?
80.
80.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And Thomas,
65.
65. And Archie?
50.
Probably less because of no.
Yeah.
Less.
Oh, on his first round, he will be. I will going to scream. Ask a friend. Stop it! Stop it!
Call a friend.
Mr. Wizard, get me the hell out of here. What?
No, 50-50.
50-50.
Oh, ask the audience.
You're like the worst cleric ever. Peggy, fix me. Throws money at the problem.
Well, it does help.
I'm gonna.
Just not instantly.
Right. I'm gonna use my money on the damage until it disappears. Would that work? You could actually use like American dollar notes as a bandage.
You were 65? Was
65,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
You're faster than-
So.
Yeah.
And you.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm
Yeah. So
60.
what you see is
Sex.
quite a shock. The door opens to quite a dark room. There's just one light on by the bed. The window is wide open. And Jackson is lying on the floor. And his eyes are wide open. And it's like he's staring at you, although you know that couldn't be true. He was staring at the door. And
Boop.
His chest has been ripped open. And his intestines are lying on the floor.
The smell would probably hit your
Yeah.
face.
The smell of blood hits your face, and because he's lying with his head tilted towards you,
Oh, gross.
you see that something's been cut into his forehead.
Oh my lord.
And there are 3 other people in the room.
Alive?
Yes.
With the knife?
With cold.
And because you surprise them, you get a bonus action.
Yes!
So to say, you get to attack first.
Yes!
Uh,
Bitches!
There is a African American looking person standing near the door, and because you gave very little warning, he seems to have sort of, because when the kick first came, they must have like expected something to happen then, and they didn't, and then you fooled them, so to say.
I wonder if he kicked the door and then nothing happened. It must have sounded like a knock. So if she kicks the door seconds later and he's like this about to open the door or check it, is there a chance?
Actually, yes.
I'm just saying that would be
you know
interesting.
Can you please roll a d6 for me?
You're gonna break his fingers.
2.
Okay. Good.
I wish
2
it was
fingers.
6.
You do not get a bonus attack, but the door slams right into his face.
Good.
Oh.
So he staggers back. Now, all these 3 people are wearing this.
Ooh. Ew.
That's a vagina.
They're
I'm
no,
not gonna-
Rick. No.
You were thinking it.
No, I wasn't.
No.
Now you're thinking it.
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
No.
Yes, but no.
Let's see.
So you're on that side of the internet.
We grew up on that side of the internet.
I mean, at no point did anyone actually say to me, "Oh crap, he's got in there." It's like, that's not what a vagina looks like. Please get yourself checked.
I'm just going to note down their decks. So
I'm not gonna call you
Okay.
watching, but it's not the correct one.
I mean, if it looks like that, maybe someone should check out the doctor.
If I was a Republican, I'd be a
checked out
statistic.
by a doctor.
People
yeah.
check your doctor.
Peggy,
Yeah.
you are on top of the initiative list.
Mhm.
What do you want to do? You see the same thing because you're standing more or less next to Aisling
Yeah.
when this happens.
And they're scary people, and she knows what to do when she sees scary people. She's got erfaring, experience.
Yes. They're also the one by the door who's been pushed back and has his head kind of his nose is bleeding. He is holding a machete-like knife. It looks a little bit like machete, a little bit off, but it's kind of similar.
Is it a diet
So-
machete?
Does he looks the most threatening? Dangerous?
Yes, the two others haven't had really time to draw any weapons yet. They seem to have been rummaging around.
Okay. Well, she'll pull out it's not...
A revolver.
No, what's it called?
Derringer.
No. The
45.
.45?
No,
Yeah,
just-
how do you say it?
Just a 45.
Oh, 45. Okay, she pulls out a 45 revolver and shoots him.
Which one? The one with the
The
knife?
one closest, the
Excellent.
most dangerous
That's
looking
a
one.
big
Yes.
bang.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Please
Just scare them
roll
off,
them.
hopefully.
Bones.
I think the results of the bang was going to scare them more.
So,
That's a 45. That's an elephant killer.
yeah. So, how did this go again?
You
Roll to make your firearms.
for firearms.
Right. That's right.
That's all you need to do, really. Oh, and pray to your gods.
That's a 16.
Hey.
Oh, shit. Is that by any chance underneath your quartz? The quarter
I don't know.
of a fifth?
I haven't been able to.
Is it
no,
what?
no,
What's
it's
your
not.
firearms?
It is 44, so
No, it
no.
won't be that then.
No.
He somehow, by sheer freaking luck, manages to dodge it. And it's probably because one of his compatriots are saying something and he turns around and just as he does, the bullet strays past him.
Dodged.
Mhm.
Yep. I rolled 7.
Oh.
Terribly sorry.
Oh no.
At
Invoke
which point,
pasta.
the guy who shouted at him
Mhm.
draws a similar type of
Mhm.
knife. And he's on the other edge of the room and it's kind of cluttered.
Mhm.
So he doesn't manage to make his way towards you because you're still a bit away.
Mm.
So that's going to be his turn. And after that, Thomas, you're up.
Yeah. Thomas going to turn around from Archie and goes bung.
Excellent. At who? The one who was near the door, or the one that's coming towards the door now?
The one who's coming. Which one is? Was it?
The first one, the one by the door.
Yeah,
is
the one by the
closest.
door then.
Wait.
And you get a bonus die
Ah,
because
He dodged.
He dodged.
right.
So you get a bonus die when you roll this. That means you roll the 10s twice, or 2 10s, and pick the best.
The tense. So.
I
Yes.
feel ready
Okay.
for a fight now.
Oh yeah. So that's a 43 out of 70.
Yeah. Roll damage. That hits.
There you go.
Bless you.
Shit.
Are you kidding?
That's not much of a damage though, but it's 3 damage.
Yep. Just
What's the lowest you can
Shoulder shot.
That was loaded.
He's on the ground tending to Archie. I think that was a good shot.
How much was it?
3.
3. Excellent.
Bing, bing, bing.
Yep. Yeah, he probably took it on in the shoulder, and he does not look happy. And next up is the third person. Both the two that you've encountered so far seem to be black people. This one seems to be a white guy, and
killed the white
he actually shouts "fuck" and then he pulls his knife and runs towards you. But like with the other guy, he's also at the other side of the room, and they've been making a big mess of it. So there's a lot of obstacles around it. So next up is Aisling. You get to undo
Okay.
stuff.
I'm gonna put around my hands.
And remember, you're still holding the door.
No,
Go away. Fuck off. Okay,
Pile
I'm
down
gonna
and
take
put
out
the
my
door.
25 Derringer.
Oh.
Derringer.
Pea shooter?
Derringer.
Peggy and Thomas both with their massive 45 caliber revolvers.
One has missed, the other one did 3 damage.
So I'm gonna
See
shoot
her do the
with
most.
that. Please do remind me, what do I roll to shoot again?
Underneath your firearms.
Firearms.
Yeah.
Firearms!
Okay.
Fire in the sky.
Yes, 25.
Who do you shoot at?
Tommy!
The one who said
What?
fuck.
That's a long
okay.
shot.
White guy.
Yeah. And you rolled 25.
Yes.
That misses.
You're like a
You're
bat.
kidding me.
No, I rolled 13 to dodge.
Would you stop rolling? Just let us like hit them. Okay. I'm going to use the console command.
I have epic dice. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, can we switch a group?
But now he's dodged one, so the next one to attack him, he gets a bonus dice.
Are you playing Call of Cthulhu as a keeper? No.
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 Let's see. Next one up is Archie.
Oh,
You
yeah.
are in a lot of pain.
Yeah, there's that. There is that. And I've
Yeah.
taken the penalty for that. Thank you very much. 2
Yes.
hit points is not like D&D. And so in this corridor, which is thankfully empty, mostly, the room entrance is now packed with adventurers, all firing past each other. You must be so deaf right now. In fact, yeah, he's just like, So my knee's hurting. I'm sober. I'm hungover at the same time.
You've met old friends.
That's your own fault.
I've been with my sister for way too long already, and Peggy's been married, and Tommy got more handsomer, and now I have tinnitus in my right ear. This is exactly what I expected.
I am giving them dice camera.
Yeah.
So what are you doing?
Well, there's not much he can do because, well, he's on his ass, his knee's locked up, and these guys are blocking the line of sight.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
You'll probably shoot between legs.
not with the gun I have.
Shotgun?
No, I haven't got a gun.
Oh. Wait.
You can't hold your turn or something?
I'm gonna basically start like just screaming, "Communists!" Sorry, my bad. Bolsheviks! I say we have Bolsheviks committing murder.
No, at this time it is
Do you
the
have any
communists
first
that
aid?
nobody likes. Because
Do I have any first aid? You just usually seduce someone who can do it for him.
but also communists.
No, it's the 70s.
30.
No, still.
Well, you can attempt to do first
They
aid.
weren't communists yet.
There are, I believe
Ja,
the quick rules are on the bottom of your character sheet for first
Yes.
aid. So you can attempt to make a first aid roll on yourself to patch yourself up and reduce the pain.
Alright, I'll
Then
do
the
that because
communist
otherwise
party.
I'll be bored.
Yes.
Yeah. But they were still known as Bolsheviks. The Bolsheviks started the Communist Party.
Okay, fine.
In that case, you
Could
do
be wrong.
that.
wrong.
And next up is the guy by the door. He goes to attack Peggy.
Looks like an
'cause,
In my big fur coat?
You hit,
First
didn't
aid.
you?
heals
no,
one
no,
man
he-
quick point.
he-
Oh, he goes to attack Thomas.
No. I'll attack a man while he's down. Prick.
You're not down.
You know, I'm on the ground
I
trying
think-
to help Archie.
Oh, come on! Oh, wait, no, I'm using luck. I used 2 luck because I'm at
He
31.
fails.
Wait, someone was attacking me?
No, him.
Thomas.
He was attacking
Because
me?
no, he was attacking Thomas.
Does that mean that I could fight back?
Yes, you can.
Yep, instead
So,
of dodging.
and that means that if you
I love that
manage, you hurt him.
Yeah.
So you
I
may
love that mechanic though. What's that? Fuck me? No, fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying to heal
yeah,
someone
that's
here.
what-
Firearms?
47. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
It says
Yes, roll
you
damage.
have 3, so I can probably have 3 shots. Does that what it means?
No, that's before
No.
you have to reload, so
Yes.
it's once, but
3 bullets.
Okay.
like you
Yeah,
know.
but yeah, I should.
Please roll damage.
Do a little bit better this time, please. That's a little bit better. So that's a 6 damage.
Yes.
Oh, good lord. I would've killed the wizard.
That is.
In D&D.
Let's hope it's the
let's
wizard.
See.
Loot the
Okay,
room.
at this point, I'm gonna get that flowchart for the damage because
Does your damage contain radioactivity, or as we call it,
In your-
spicy metal?
let's see. Here we go.
I could almost kill
I
myself.
believe
in
there
one
is
shot.
something about if you take more than 50% of your full hit point as damage, something happens.
Yeah, it's a major wound,
Yeah, it is.
which means you take some sort of penalty for it, like you break an arm or you
Yeah.
lose a testicle or something. I don't know. kind of weird. And sometimes hilarious.
Yeah.
He falls prone,
Ah.
actually.
He fell for you.
I'm gonna have to.
They keep doing that.
First Archie, then no.
Well,
He does not go unconscious,
wishes he
but
was.
he is in a world of pain.
Oh.
He is not happy.
Oh, you just wait.
Curb stomp 101.
Right, we go back to Peggy.
Yeah.
Peggy.
Remember that if you are using a Derringer Ashling,
Yes.
it needs a reloading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Peggy.
But it has 2 shots.
My
No,
roll.
it's-
It has 7, so.
Yes, you're fine.
I'm
so
fine.
there's now 2 people very close to you.
Yeah.
One that has been shot by Archie.
Huh? No.
That was
No.
the guy. No, not Archie. Thomas. That was the guy who was
Be a
near the
feat.
door.
And he's prone.
He is prone and looking very poorly.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
she's gonna go for the same guy then. The
You hit him in the stomach. So
you hit him
yeah,
in the stomach.
Oh!
yeah. He is bleeding profusely.
What the thing that goes through Thomas' mind on? Ooh, that's gonna be difficult to fix.
Well, Peggy recognizes the downed animals, so she goes for the other guy.
Yep.
Peggy isn't a kill steal. Be like Peggy.
No. No. What?
Can you push for, or could you do luck?
I could do 9 luck.
9?
Oh, I rolled it, but yeah.
I would totally do luck.
Yeah, I'm doing luck. 9 luck.
Because you want this to work.
So
We're
I just
losing.
hit. So we'll see if that was
That.
even possible. Let's see.
You can see. Maybe. Let's see. I rolled 39.
DM, or keep us prerogative. You don't need to show your dice rolls.
I know, but I don't mind.
Well, Peggy's is 44. So.
I'm never doing that. My secrets die with me.
But
How many? What degree of success did you? How many points of below your skill are you?
Oh no, I'm just on my skill. If I use that many luck.
I would advise you use 2 more.
Okay, I use 2 more.
I am a benign thief.
Thank you. I forgot that it has to be yes. So yes.
Because
Can be surgically removed without any consequences.
he also succeeded on his dodge.
So
See, I'm just gonna make sure that it
so
was
2
the
more.
correct-
So it's a 38. So just below him.
So if you punch this guy in the shoulder, he's gonna notice, or
Yeah.
kick him in the stomach.
So yeah,
So that's
roll damage.
roll damage.
It's a hard knock life.
That's a 3 damage. Cause
Okay.
Seems like a good reason.
I don't like
It
rolling
hurts.
ones.
That hurt him.
Stupid.
He's not happy.
Ooh, don't you?
Let's see.
No one's done it yet, though. You could have shouted, "Room service, fuckers!" I mean, that's a lost opportunity.
The other African American or African probably because they aren't speaking English. They're speaking. Ashling probably recognizes it as some type of African language, but you don't know it. So
You could probably just call them all cultist and cult leader.
yeah.
Hmm.
He yeah. So the one you hit is attacking you or
Yep.
trying to attack you.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, that is yes. Do you want to try to dodge or fight back? Or
I think I'm gonna try to fight back.
roll?
Yeah, punch him as he punches
So
you.
just roll that.
Firearms.
15.
Oh!
Yeah, he misses,
Yeah.
and you get a pretty close-up shot.
Mm-hmm.
So please roll damage.
Don't roll a 1. Think of the high numbers. Yeah, highest. Did you roll a 1?
No, I rolled a 10, the highest.
Ooh.
So that's 12 damage.
Yeah, he
Nice.
basically tries to go at you with the knife, which you dodge, which leaves him like this far from you, like just
The gun just...
straight. I'm gonna straight ahead of you, and you literally blow his brains out.
Yes!
You make a
You
Mount
did.
Etna of his head. As a volcanic eruption.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Would you have accepted
Did well
Vesuvius?
done.
Yes.
Okay. Pompeii, motherfucker.
Next up is Thomas.
All
Yeah,
right.
beat that, Thomas.
Mr. Healer. No.
The white guy is nearly by you now.
Yeah.
This time.
Excellent.
So yeah.
Ringleader, maybe.
Fire away. Fire at will. I'm guessing his name is Will. It is now.
It's not like he'll ever correct you.
Ooh.
He'll be dead.
Whoa.
Did you roll?
18 out of 60. Excuse me. 80 out of 70.
Okay.
I mean-
yeah.
I think you hit.
I think
Not
you.
sure.
You win this.
Okay, it's not under the quarter.
No, but it's still a hard success.
Bringing a
Is
knife
it
to a
not?
gunfight.
Not an extreme
Yeah.
success.
Dumb
Is it?
fuckers.
Was it,
What's the fifth of your
how
skill?
was it the lowest?
Yeah, the lowest number.
14.
Yeah, so it's near an
If
extreme
you
success.
if you
Okay.
use wait, you can't use look in combat. No, you can't push.
You can't
Hey,
push.
You can't push. You
can't
can
push.
use luck, but you can't
But
push.
Yeah, but I'm gonna
But,
keep,
yes,
keep
you-
that one.
yeah.
And,
You win, so you get to
roll for damage.
yes.
That's 7
Pew!
damage.
Got it. Okay, yeah, he is shot backwards, literally. Let's see.
Do bullets do that though in real life?
How
I
much
know-
was it?
No,
How
they
much was it? 7?
7.
Yes.
They kind of just stay high on the way through, don't they? Or like if it's a through and through.
And
Oh, shotgun.
Shotgun can push you.
That changes your postcode.
Yeah.
Your personal postcode. Yeah.
Depends on the shotgun.
To your stomach.
Point blank range flechette.
Yes.
Slug, yes. Scatter
He's
shot.
he's on the floor,
those movies, lights
and not looking good either. And it's Ashling's turn.
I mean, you do the dance though.
So
don't you?
who's closest to me? So I was by the door.
The closest to you is the guy you slammed in the face with the door.
Yeah.
Who's now currently still on the floor, bleeding the contents of his stomach out nearly
Yeah.
on the
I'm gonna.
floor.
That stinks. That's
Yeah.
a bad smell in there right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like it would seem Thomas may just have punctured some bladder or something. Because the smell in there is really nasty.
Yeah. It's gonna take me an action to reload my gun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, you're in the room. The room is a mess. And there are lots of things here you can
I
use.
was thinking about that. So I'm just gonna do like, the magic of imagination. Is there anything
Heels.
round and heavy around me here?
Got heels on, right?
Like
There
It's
is
revolver.
like an urn.
no, there is a vase that's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
just it's on the floor and it looks quite solid because it's fallen down but it's not broken.
She's gonna take up the vase, look the guy straight in the eye, and drop it on his head.
Not smash it.
I want it so
Yeah.
it hits, like, not drop it, but like use it to like.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
like in the movies we hit sideways. Use the base of it.
Yeah,
like-
that's the base. I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Going in. Ow.
Please roll brawl.
Okay. I feel so bad. Brawl. Where? It's not.
Second page.
It's
Fighting.
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 If you don't have it, the base stat is 25.
Oh, there we go. Okay, sorry. Yes.
Because
I was looking at brawl. And I was like, when's
it's-
not there?
it's
It's
just
not
because-
No,
be.
it's fighting.
fighting has a specialization, so you can do martial arts. If you
I think I just I just got it. I got 32 and my thing is 33.
I
Yep.
can confirm she's not cheating.
And it's a good thing that he has a penalty die.
Reload after 7.
Oh, wow.
No.
How much did you roll?
32.
And you have
33.
yeah, it looks like it was a bit more fragile than you thought. So you don't get to roll any damage, but you can. You notice that he's kind of really out of it.
Okay, if it's shattered,
So
there are shards everywhere that I can
yes.
use as a knife afterwards. Great.
What you do
Holy
notice is
fuck.
now that you're this close, however, you notice that he's dropped his knife.
Good.
Oh.
Okay.
So
An actual weapon. She's going to pick that up if I may.
Yeah,
Can I pick that up, or is that an action?
that you can do that next turn.
Yeah.
In the meantime,
I mean, I cast inspiration.
it is Archie. How did you do on first aid?
Oh, I got it. I got 1 hit point back, so I'm now only missing 1.
Okay.
While this fight's going on, essentially Archie just looks around, and while no one's watching, he just reaches down to his knee and then does this like manipulation around it and the cap, and all the joint goes crunch, and he just strains it out. His face is completely pale, and he just grits his teeth, and you see like the blood starts trickling down the front there because he's just bitten the inside of his mouth. Blinks a few times and ignores the dilation that's there, and then just gets himself up. But I'm gonna feel that later. And then that's his turn because there's people in the way.
No, I'm going to give you an intelligence roll.
Are you gonna give me an intelligence roll? Or are you
Yes.
gonna make me do it?
Opportunity to roll for an idea.
Roll for
Which
ideas.
is an actual
Yeah.
thing. Back in the last edition
Yes.
of Cthulhu, that was its own skill thing. Idea roll was a thing, and I love that.
I
so
think
I'm
I have
keeping
an
it.
idea.
It's
And
like
that's-
No,
it's
I
like
don't.
a DM
You
literally
roll
giving you
intelligence.
Never
something.
mind.
Please
I'm just
roll
curious.
under your intelligence.
I mean, that was never gonna happen. Well, actually, no, I'm quite close. I'm gonna use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 points of luck.
Yeah.
And get under that because my intelligence is actually 65. And yours was
Intelligence 80.
fuck.
Don't worry, mine is 55.
Yeah, but you're the brute.
You're all above average.
Oh god, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to say that.
My education is 80 though.
It goes to
His
school.
education is 85.
So Archie's kind of just gotten up, and he's thinking, I can't get at anyone, and then it dawns on you.
And that
You
was
have
fine.
the shining opportunity now to go downstairs to the reception and
And
say,
get a drink.
and say
Oh.
that there's been a murder. We're being attacked. Because with gunshots like this, it's gonna draw attention,
I mean, it is
And there's-
America, but
and it's gonna be police crawling here sooner or later.
In that case, you're quite right. I'll go and meet the police.
You'll go.
No, there's no police there now. But by going down there now and saying that, you're already kind of like putting doubt upon any potential suspicion falling
It's
on
true.
you.
Plus, I could also say that a white person's been shot. That will really get them going. That's right!
I
That's right!
yeah, I
Sorry,
was trying
sorry.
not to say it.
Ah, didn't mean I can't get sassy about it. Now, I'm going to go down to reception then, since
Yep.
this is my idea. And I'm going to be ready to obviously canvass the place for the truth. Basically making sure that when the bobbies turn up, they don't turn the place into a massacre.
I'm going to
Because they
pause your
could.
combat situation for a little moment to just focus on that. Because when you come down to the reception, there is a bit of a kerfuffle because they have heard shots. And they're about to send someone to run up.
Okay.
And you hear them talking about, there's been shots, we need to check it out.
Oh my God,
Ladies
it's
and gentlemen,
Capone.
can I just get your attention, please? Straight to the reception. I just need to inform you of what seems to be a murder up in, state the room number.
Yeah.
410.
In room 410, my comrades are attempting to apprehend the assailants as we speak. The gunshot you heard was part of that. Please ensure that nobody goes up to that floor, and as soon as police arrive, you direct them to me presently, okay?
There is a fire escape though.
That's great, but I did mention murder, but not fire, didn't I?
No,
What's wrong with this
but
guy?
that goes outside the windows. We should probably... Yes, send someone to the fire escape and make sure no one runs down there.
Excellent.
And a lad runs over and out the door.
Oh, that's a bloody good idea. I just... Can I get a drink?
And we go back
Probation error.
410.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Of water! Can I get a
Where-
drink of water?
Let's see.
Can I get
The guy on the
spicy
floor
water?
has finally managed to stagger on his feet. He is looking really bad. And he's dropped his knife. He's got blood all over his face, so he can't see it, it seems, because this mask seems to obscure it, and it's sticking to the blood that's running below it.
Bad move. Bad move.
But he's still gonna try to attack, and the closest person I think is Thomas.
What? No, I think it was Ashley. Sorry.
And he
Hey.
has a
Hey.
penalty die, but he still manages. However, he's unarmed now, so it's simply a brawl. Please.
Yeah, I am wondering.
Fucker.
Yeah, I'm going to fight back.
Every time you see my stats.
But not going to shoot him. I'm just going to whack him with a gun.
Yeah.
So that's a brawl for me as well, I guess.
Obviously the superior model. You said it.
No.
No.
No, I miss.
Okay. Let's see. That
You had one job.
I can take it.
You gonna try and push? Like,
No, you can't push in a fight, right?
no, you can't.
No.
Well, it's okay because it's
It's one of those moments where I want to push in a fight.
it's 2
because
damage.
This shouldn't happen.
You take
that's
2 hit points.
Literally push.
That's adorable.
He basically gives you a left like a right hook.
Special delivery.
Wrapped up.
And
the ball.
that means we go back to Peggy again.
Mm-hmm.
Peggy.
Is there anyone not wounded?
No, there's 2 of them. It's the white dude and the guy who was guarding the door, who's just gotten up. The white dude is on the floor currently.
But the one at the door, wasn't that the one that lost his brains to the roof ceiling?
No.
No, okay.
No, that was
Cultist number 2.
Yes.
Cultist number 3
Well,
is
I
the
will
back.
try for him then.
Yes.
This is the guy who's got his gut shot out, isn't
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll try shooting again.
he? Mercy shot.
The one on the ground?
Yeah.
He got himself up.
He's the one I believe who's bleeding profusely. Yeah. 'cause you shot him.
There's one. Well, there was two guys who were kind of.
Yeah, but the one, the
One
white guy
one
was the
is
one
attacking
that's
me.
bleeding from the stomach, and
Okay.
the other one attacked you.
Okay.
We should start referring to them by their major injuries.
Yeah.
So you got gut shot McGee.
Mr.
The back.
Doorman. I shoot at Mr. Doorman.
Okay. Yes.
He broke my nose, Terry.
No, I do not.
You get a bonus die though,
Just okay.
because he's already attempted.
Okay.
Yes, plus, you know.
So that
he's
means-
outnumbered, so he gets. Yeah.
So I can roll the 10 again, was
Yeah.
it? Because that was a malfunction.
Was that a good whoop or like a bad whoop? 'Cause that's neither.
Let me say you get an extra 10. Is that an extra D100 or an extra D10?
D100.
What?
I don't know.
Thank
you
you.
were leaning towards
Because
the
I was
end.
moving.
The
So you just
10
leave
Yeah.
me on
They
me like,
actually make an impact.
you're like a
Lean
cat.
on me.
Yeah.
82 kilo coming at you.
Oh god.
Do you want to use 10 luck?
I mean,
Goodbye,
you
Benny.
have
Oh.
some luck.
I'll try my 10 luck.
Yeah.
And get it
So
right
sorry,
to 44.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You succeed.
Oh,
Roll damage.
Yes. Right. Count. Okay,
Look at the
damage.
flowers.
Nice.
That's a 12 again.
That's
Son of a
so
bitch.
good.
I'm sorry. I realised that me looking at your dice rolls was making them bad, so I just distracted myself. You're welcome.
Apparently it worked.
You shoot him in the throat.
Oh!
Oh, I'm not gonna be able to fix that.
Was
I'm
The guy was standing
looking
along
past
the
that.
ground.
Like,
The doorman, so that was this
Lying on the
standing.
ground.
That's a good
Lying
mission.
on-
You just go
yeah.
around the battlefield
Yes.
afterwards
Yes.
and put plasters on these gigantic wounds and like, I'm trying to help.
no. That's not the kind of field medic
Yeah.
Cooper is.
During
He's
all-
very dead.
Yeah.
Very dead.
During the
Soapily.
macabre murder, Peggy's not phased.
Oh yeah.
not got tentacles.
Thomas, your turn.
Yeah,
We have the white dude who's still on the floor, trying to kind of hold his stomach.
We can call him Gut Gary. Gary the Gut. I'd like
No,
that.
Yeah.
Will. Get,
We will not name monsters.
Will
okay,
Stomach.
so the one who was attacking me is now shot quite dead.
Yes.
Alright.
And you have the other guy that you shot in the stomach,
Yeah.
who's the only
Dying
one left.
profusely.
Profusely.
I mean,
Yes,
dying.
he's slowly
Profusely.
dying.
Alright.
Yes.
Bradley?
Bradley.
Oh wow! As a extra,
Bradley has now entered this stream as well.
Bradley is perishing very, very profusely and is dying.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Quick.
I'm gonna I'm gonna walk. I'm just gonna run up to the guy, point my gun at his chest,
Plunge it in.
and said, "I'm a medic. I may be able to save your life."
Deception.
You do not get the chance to do that because the
Boo!
moment you get close, the knife that he's still clutching flings out towards you.
Shoot.
Oh.
If I see
were gonna be
movement in his
cool,
arm
but
and I
you-
shoot.
You'll have your moment.
After he's
You
dead,
can knock
then you
him
can
out.
say that thing.
You can try to knock him out.
Well,
Questions?
let's try that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Knock him out
Well,
Yeah.
I see a twitch in his arm and I go.
with
Might-
that sound effect.
I gotta tell you,
Ooh.
realistically speaking,
I
that
rolled a
sound effect
19.
is not as nice when you
Yeah,
hear it.
you knock him out.
Yeah.
It's usually like a shift in the
Uh,
bones.
They
and
never
this-
learn.
No.
Yeah, he's unconscious.
Mm.
And you get the chance to look around at this mess. You also get a chance to look a little closer at the masks because they're a little bit different.
Yeah, I'm gonna try stop the bleeding first, actually.
Yeah. Roll first aid, please.
Ooh, do that again.
I'm gonna tear off something.
I'm a
Yeah.
base.
I know.
He's
38 out of 50. So yeah.
so he gets is that
That's a
1 or
bad
2 1 point or something?
One HP back and
Yes.
Stops bleeding.
temporarily stabilized.
Yes.
How do you
still-
stabilize gut?
He still has a major wound
Oh, yeah.
and will die probably within an hour if he doesn't receive proper medical
But it's
attention.
not 10
We have
minutes anymore.
Been asked so many questions.
Septicemia. This is how you fixed it, right?
Oh.
Just gonna help you out, sir. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, that did not help at all.
If you didn't have that super glue,
Yeah. Oh, it hasn't been invented yet.
You
Just
used your
took-
cravat.
I took something and just shoved it in there.
something,
Yeah.
anything,
Yeah.
Peggy's
statue.
skirts.
A wine cork.
Just stops the wound.
Anti-back my hands up before I
Peggy
give
just
you
tearing
more
parts of her
handouts.
clothing off for bandages.
First and foremost, you get this mask. I'm just going to show it off a little bit more
It's
to the audience.
it's like wet.
It's really cool.
Yeah, it's there's a special stuff she put on that. Sorry, they put on that one there.
Yeah,
Now
it
put
is actually a little.
put it on your face.
Now we learned that for the last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
They can put it on their face.
They do
But
not
don't
fight.
do it.
Yeah.
What?
Anyway,
You should put it on
the tongue
or not.
Do you
bit
think Peggy would ever put
is a
something
little
like
different
on her face?
fair point.
on two of them.
Disgustingly awesome.
That one, it looks like it's made of leather that's boiled into shape or something. But
so
yeah, so they've crafted this tongue out of leather. The two others just have like a red rag of cotton where the leather is on the third one.
Someone made the cosplay and two of them bought it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Cultaccessories.com.
I was gonna go with Wish, but yeah.
You also see that this is what's cut into Jackson's forehead.
Yeah, that'll probably be my next stop is Jackson.
Wow, that is a fabulous. I'm not there.
No.
Looks like the teeth of the...
Yeah.
So...
Yeah. After I'm done with the white dude, I'm gonna try to check on Jackson as much as I can.
Yep.
Just trying to get a look before the police comes and shoves us off.
Yeah. Have you kind of checked if he's got anything on him? Anything else on him? The guy you helped? Like checked his pocket for guns or other knives?
Now that you mention it, I can do that as well.
I'm just thinking it would be likely that he would check that this man didn't have other weapons.
Yeah, also checking in on I can use something on him that's much quicker to shove in his wound.
Yeah.
Skirt.
Let's.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh god.
I'm breaking something beautiful. I can't even.
Question.
Yes.
Like 14 rolls of bandage.
Peggy see if she recognizes the symbol in Jackson's forehead?
What?
You may roll a Cthulhu Mythos.
What? Why would you do that? You have been doing nothing but rich girl stuff, right?
You don't know.
You haven't gotten the letters, so no.
I am not prepared for this. I said no to the letters.
Yeah.
No to the letters?
Whoa.
Can I use luck on
Yeah.
that? Then I would like to use 11. Then it's just
On the nib.
on the nib.
Yeah.
I was lucky.
So that was 11.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
11.
Didn't you start there?
No, I started here.
11.
There. Don't have that much luck left, but
Archibald.
Archibald.
I love that both siblings are like, love? Gross.
Okay.
you all read the Tatler
First
with all the
And
love
foremost,
drama.
I'm gonna just
Yeah.
dig out some
Don't tell
stuff.
Varric.
Exactly.
Literally everybody. Varric!
Oh, someone has show suggestion.
Yes. Show hand out.
Hand out.
Yes.
Is it
If you
camera?
give it here,
Yeah.
because it's a little easier.
I'll get
So
some back.
this is carved in to Jackson's forehead.
No!
So.
And Peggy,
Mm-hmm.
you recognise this by chance. You know that you don't know much about it, but you know that this. You've seen something about this in a book about cults, African cults, and you seem to recall a name, the Bloody Tongue.
That's on point. That's on brand.
Oh. It's not a vagina. It's
No, stop it! Stop it! I knew it.
When you search
all about timing.
this guy's pockets, you do find a strange-looking knife that's like in the back of his belt, and there's nothing else there. But he has some papers stuffed into the inside of his jacket pocket. One of them is this picture.
That's discreetly going to disappear inside my pocket.
The other is a. Let's see if we can get this visible.
Ooh.
There we go.
Bright light, bright light,
Yeah.
bright light.
It's basically, it looks like a business card that says Emerson Imports with an address, and then there's some writing on the back.
Oh god, not writing.
Writing.
I can't read.
The third thing you find
Pictures.
is this letter. There you go. And I'll let you have a closer look at that later. Downstairs, the police are arriving. But I'm going to finish this up first because that happens before.
That's fine, it's fine, yeah.
What do you two do?
Well, Peggy's first instinct is to, like, put something over Mr. Jackson, but then she just, no, police, work with the police, they don't like you touching the scene, so don't touch anything.
As you say that, she takes the knife of the one by the door because he lost his knife. She's taking that.
I have a question.
Just put that in your pocket and just don't.
Oh yeah.
Do you have a burning urge to find a carpet and a furnace?
No.
I would
not
like
yet,
all
Ashley,
three of
not
you
yet.
to roll a spot hidden.
Oh my god, did you find a carpet?
Yes.
Can I push it, please?
Yeah.
Push it
you
real
can use
good.
luck if you need.
No, I don't want to know.
Or maybe you should do not.
That's a 1.
Yeah,
I do nothing.
That's
I'm
Yes.
too in shock
Yeah.
of what has happened, and
Yeah.
I'm just holding the knife
Yeah, if
and
you-
looking
Yeah.
at it.
I think
failed
that's
that, you would-
probably
Yeah.
wise at this point.
Peggy found the solution to this whole mystery.
Yeah.
Um,
She's a lady detective, she can figure anything out. Wow.
Peggy.
Yes.
No, first, let's see. I'm just gonna take out all of these things. There's a lot of them. Thomas, while you're kind of putting those stuff away, you spot this on the floor. And Peggy.
Tonight only.
Peggy. Let's see. Just gonna make sure that you get the.
You have to
correct
remember though,
scenes.
when you get things like the Cult of Darkness written on a piece of paper, it's the 1920s. I mean, this was new back then, really. I mean, these days it's practically fanfic, but well, to be fair, a lot of fanfiction is miles better than what's published.
Ah, yes, by the way,
That
let
is
me borrow
so
that so I
true.
can show it to the audience. It's basically a pamphlet of some sort.
Cult of Darkness.
Tonight only. The Cult of Darkness.
Peggy, you find a handwritten letter. Which I'm going to show here.
Still have to read 6 Crows.
Have you started?
Yeah, there we go. It's basically
Sounds good.
on the floor next to the third cultist. You also find these two. First of them being a quite fancy-looking business card of sorts, which reads The Penhew Foundation, 35 Tottenham Court Road, London, W1. Edward Gavigan, Director. And lastly, you find a little matchbox, a matchbook. And I have to say, I'm quite proud of this because I even made little matches for
Oh, are you kidding me? That's so cool.
That's so cute.
That is so cool.
and that reads Stumbling Tiger Bar, 10 Lantern Street, Shanghai Fun and Friends.
They didn't eat
Is that
for
where
3 days. What? Is that where?
Archie's been?
I mean, surely you'd know. You've had me followed.
Oh.
It was a complete guess, but that face. Right there.
Might be a high detective somewhere in the world, but
Shame your detective work didn't save your husband. What?
Yes, and now we cut to Archie.
Civil War. Sorry.
Let's see. Okay,
I'm about to
notes
embarrass
now.
myself. On purpose.
Oh, well, you do that all the time.
On purpose, damn it!
I need to jump ahead.
I'm just kind of hoping on a racial stereotype here. Bear with me. This could go either way. Sixpence. Those were the days. You had to know fractions as well.
There are two uniformed officers
Yep.
who arrive
Yep.
at the scene, and
Come on, let's see. What do they say? How do they say it?
they come in, and the receptionist points out Archie to them.
He did it.
He's the murderer. Look at him.
Sir, what can we help you with? We heard there had been a murder. Is this correct?
That's absolutely correct, Sergeant or Officer.
Yeah, you get their names. I haven't got.
Let's
their
just
names
say
yet, 'cause
it's O'Keefe, O'Reilly, all of the usual.
they're-
What a day! What a day to be
Bradley.
bad. Bradley. Oh God, there are
No.
some people watching this
Yeah.
who may be going crazy right now.
They ask you for details and what.
Well, I don't actually know what the current state of the situation is right now. I find gunfights tend to don't last very long. However, there were, as I understand it, 3 assailants who seem to have murdered a friend of mine in room. I give them the room where the details were. Luckily enough, we detected that there was foul play, and my compatriots, 3 of which, 2 females, 1 male, are armed with firearms. So I would call out your intent as you approach the floor, officer, but don't wait on my accounts. Please get right up there right now. It's going to be a crime scene, I'm afraid. Oh, and
See,
have you ever seen the inside of a person?
you see that the younger-looking fella pales a bit.
Yes, I thought so.
Also, please roll. I don't know.
Fast talk?
Persuade, charm, fast talk, whichever you feel appropriate.
Well, I mean, he thinks he's charming, but
Something that would not fuck this up.
well, fast
the
talk.
highest one you have.
Fast talk is my my go-to. He has boosted persuade quite a lot.
Yeah,
But-
I would roll fast talk.
Fast talk is when you don't really care about your relationship afterwards. I find it's great when you're at Mackie D's and things, you know. Like, can I have my chili cheese bites, please?
Oh yeah.
Right.
I'm still like,
Fast talk.
So
I'm trying to find the plastic. Here we go. All right. It's the one thing I'm gonna. Come on. Oh, 44. Yes.
years.
Or as they say in Manhattan, 44. They don't.
I was like, what was that?
It's like blasting.
Yeah. They seem very sympathetic towards you.
Shame.
The younger officer also takes a look at your leg and notices that you seem to be leaning a little bit more on your cane, I'm assuming.
Oh no, this was just an injury from an exhibition. It's
Expedition.
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 I was at the
what a beautiful
museum.
painting. Ow.
I was at the museum once. Turned out one of the dinosaurs not dead.
Fair enough. But yeah, they basically make sure that you're all right. The older officer goes up first, and then the younger one follows. The receptionist offers you a seat and a cup of coffee.
Oh, good.
And yeah,
You still have my flask.
With a little bit of milk
you might want to be careful with that.
in front of the police.
They are busy with a murder
Yeah.
case.
Oh, it's medicinal. Deceit.
You 3 here. Police! Is it clear to come up?
Just
You're welcome.
our business is concluded. There's no danger here.
They're dead.
Very shortly after,
Our
2 young officers join you. The youngest, already a little bit pale looking, takes one peek around the corner
God.
See the
And-
brain on the ceiling.
and rushes out the door, dragging out a handkerchief and very
is he?
very aptly
What's the please space thing?
Cooper
Kind of throws up in it and looks terrible.
Yes. The little child.
Cooper stands up
The
in
himbo.
front of the door, trying to shield off a little bit of the looks, and just gives them a more or less full medical report with his name and Sergeant Thomas Cooper of the French Foreign Legion, studying medicine at the university. I've checked on them, and we need a medic for that one.
That guy there is our friend. We're gonna meet him.
Yeah.
Just full on.
Full on. It's clear that these are kind of just like lower ranking officers sent to just secure the scene. They inform you that the Lieutenant Poole is on his way, and he will be in charge of the
Do you know
investigation.
that name?
It sounds in Norwegian.
And they ask if you're alright. At least the oldest one does. The younger one kind of just like stays outside in the corridor for a little bit, and the older officer seems very relieved that there seems to be very competent people already at the scene.
Peggy gives him her lady detective card. Just
About 10-15 minutes later. Yes?
After he's done, Cooper, with his cane, goes over to the pale policeman, just kind of pulls him off, checks his temperature, and you okay?
Oh, yeah.
Some smelling salts. Yes.
He seems very grateful.
You'll do fine.
Can you
Buck
roll
up,
to see
Chap.
can you roll to see if you like switch on the Aussie mode? You feeling a bit peaky, yeah?
Not yet.
Waiting.
About 15 minutes later, you see a man, probably in his 40s, dark skin, dark hair. You would probably guess he has some sort of maybe Indian heritage or something. He walks in. He's got a badge. He flips out.
Are you talking to me or are you talking to them?
Yeah, I'm talking to you, Archie.
Oh, so
Archie.
he flips it out right in front of me.
He flips it out, his badge in front of the receptionist, and says, "I'm Detective Lieutenant Martin Poole. I'm here for the murder."
Oh, you've just arrived in time.
He looks over at you and all right, folds it up again and goes over to you. So you're a witness.
I suppose you could say. We didn't witness the act. Unfortunately, we didn't get there in time. 3 individuals. Knowing my compatriots, I presume that they are very dead. I could be wrong. But unfortunately, they have committed a very brutal murder. Have you seen the inside of the human body? I only ask because you're about to.
Bro's furrow.
Oh,
And
that looks painful.
He's silent for a moment and just
I'm gonna get
stands
arrested.
like-
That'll be the first time.
and he kind of mumbles under his breath. Another one?
Yes, looks like it.
Would you care to show me the location? Would you be all right?
I believe I've been given enough coffee to manage. Stands up, tests his cane. Follow me, would you? And then
Thank you very much.
I'm going to lead them to these guys,
Yeah.
talking very loudly so you can hear them approaching.
Well, they're not from the 4th floor. Ground
I mean, you're going to hear him when he's near around the corner.
Okay.
He's not going to reduce the volume.
Way!
And as he approaches, reduces the volume because he's a considerate idiot.
So the 3 of you, after a little while, see Archie leading a heavy-set man with brown skin and brown hair, slick back, and he's got a nice full moustache. Walking after him. He's got a trench coat and...
Does he look like Raoul, the actor in Bly Manor?
Don't do this to me.
A little, yeah, a little.
Because he has the full mustache in that series.
A little. Yeah, he does. But he's a little fuller and not so tall. He's a bit shorter and squatter.
Is he
Kind of
stocky?
looks like Raoul Coley.
Let's say he does.
Just say yes.
Let's say he does.
Canon.
Let's say he does.
Yes.
Who? We are going to tell him
Raoul
that
Coley.
he is now in our.
And he must ask you a question.
Yes.
fine.
He introduces himself as Lieutenant Martin Poole of the 7th A Precinct in Chelsea.
Mhm.
And
Canon.
Yeah.
he, when he peeks around the corner, he goes completely silent as he looks through the door, and he takes up a handkerchief and holds it in front of his mouth because of the smell. And he asks the investigators or the officers to bring in some more light, some torches and such, so that they can search the area. He also has the very pale-looking one. He takes one look at him and he says, "Why don't you go and call for some more backup, huh? Because we need to secure this crime scene, right? Good chap." Pats him on the back.
Is this, oh no, I was hoping for the same. Oh, that's a good boy. that Cooper gave him.
Aw. I'm assuming that Cooper gives him the same full update
Yeah.
as the others, and he seems kind of surprised and positively so that to get a report so quickly and to get so much information, and but he's clearly shaken. He's clearly shaken. Also, Ashley.
She's just been quiet the entire time, by the way.
Yeah.
She's hidden the knife in her pocket, but she hasn't said anything.
That's how you know
I
something's
need
wrong.
you to roll a sanity check.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Can she re-roll it with a push because she's already go crazy?
Yeah, that's fine. 28. My sanity is 97.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
So you still lose one.
You're
You still lose one.
insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
Because you've just seen a very close friend who you admired greatly
Yes.
brutally murdered.
Bear in
His
mind,
corpse not even cold by the
that-
time you reached
that's
him.
a standard roll, right? The scary stuff is that you have to roll under half.
Mm-hmm.
Give it time.
Yeah, but I got a 26 and 28, so I'm
Yeah.
fine.
Please
still.
don't.
It's still, you really shook up.
Yeah.
And,
Strike or not stirred.
yeah. He's, Martin is, well, Lieutenant Poole is
Martin.
looking around.
Martin.
Have you taken any of the masks?
I don't think
You
they-
have it in your hand.
I have it
You
in-
had it,
Yeah.
but you've had some time before that, before the officers came back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
Can I say that maybe Aisling took the one that was by the door?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, the wish
Sure.
ones.
Yeah, the wish ones.
Yeah.
One of the cheaper ones. She takes one of them. She always has a satchel with her, and she put it in her satchel.
Yeah, it was boiled leather, right?
Yeah, it feels like it.
Yeah. Okay.
At least.
He's not gonna keep the one with the
Yeah.
sticky tongue, and he's gonna hand it to the lieutenant. Actually.
He looks at it and he looks at Jackson and the cuts on his forehead, and he kind of just like leans back at the wall for a second. This is very disturbing.
Have you
Cults
se-
usually are.
Cults?
Lieutenant, permit me a question. Have you seen this before?
He has.
She just jumps. She didn't see you there. Or she's like,
Now the thing is,
Hello, Ten. How are you?
there's been several murders similar in nature to this, but we have a man who's already been found guilty of the crime, and
Whoops. I mean,
This is
it's unfortunate.
this is very unfortunate in the sense that either the man is innocent, or we have ourselves accomplices.
A lot, much bigger problem than you thought.
Yes.
Especially with cultists.
I will. He notes down all your names.
Cool.
And he tells you that I will need you to stay in town while this investigation is ongoing, because we will probably need your help with witness accounts.
That's exceptionally.
Alternative social plan.
All right. That's exceptionally humble of you, Lieutenant. I appreciate that. May I also offer my colleague Peggy's absolutely relevant skill set? As she may have already
Is
mentioned.
that so? Miss Andrews, was it?
Yes.
Mrs. Andrews?
Yes.
And she hands him also her lady detective. I've done some work in America, in India, in
Andrews.
different...
You helped solve that case in Orlando, didn't you?
Yes, that one, yes.
Irritating. I would very
You've
much
heard?
like your help on this.
Oh, I would gladly provide it.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh well. Yes.
I
Has
should
room-
have some officers, some more officers be coming around very shortly, and I think I've secured what I need to secure here right now. Would you kind people please join me at the precinct so that we could perhaps have a more in-depth conversation about this, and
Not in a corridor in a
not
hotel.
in a corridor with a very, very disturbing body.
Yes, I
Do
would.
you mean right now?
Yes, I do not expect you to give full witness statements right now. You've already given quite enough. This will be simply just so that I can get my head around this and get some papers from old cases and get the ball rolling. I would. Are you busy tomorrow?
I can clear my calendar.
Yes, as you can see, our calendar may have just cleared up for us. Points to the
True.
ribs open corpse.
Sorry,
Points to
checking
your
the
deceased
date.
friend.
It's the 15th of January,
Yes.
which means it's Thursday, Friday.
Yes.
Oh, I'm busy. I'm sorry.
Should be like, I'll find a substitute for one of my classes.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
Heavens, you actually do teach. I thought it was just like a title they gave you for making good coffee. Easy, Dad. I'm just trying to lighten the mood.
We're
Okay?
gonna get the popcorn.
And you
or
notice
just
she doesn't
watch
say
it?
anything back. She just keeps quiet.
Psychology. No, he doesn't know shit. Ha ha ha!
Every time
I'm
you-
so funny.
I just feel like every time you do it, it's like a Pokemon, like, Pikachu, go! Oh no, it failed!
What Pikachu is it? It's Pikachu. It's Clefairy.
Or you throw into
I'm
the
gonna
water or
fast
something.
forward a little. The lieutenant gets into his car, and you're told to follow him in your
On
vehicle.
What?
No, since he offered you a ride. Obviously, anyone who would like to take it. So yeah.
No, I was just counting, sorry.
Yeah.
4 people in one car, are we taking the
Peggy's taking the
motorbike? She's
motorbike,
gonna
so
sit with
just-
Peggy in
just-
the little thing.
Get a little fresh
So
air.
he simply just asks you to follow him to the precinct.
We're going to take the Bradmobile.
The bread.
And you'll get there without any
Kerfuffle.
events or kerfuffles.
Kerfuffle.
Yeah. You get up there. He offers you coffee.
Oh look, more coffee. I hate this
and,
country.
Sits down and he brings in some papers, and he tells you that this is the 9th murder victim of this kind in the last 2 years.
9th?
Yeah.
9.
And Aisling, you are
9.
familiar with this.
9!
Because it's an ongoing case, or it has been an ongoing case. And the victims have no apparent connections. They were poor, wealthy, middle class, both black and white, from all over the city. And all of them had the same marks on their forehead.
There's your connection.
They had a Dr. Mordecai Lemming, an eccentric Manhattanite and folklorist, whom Aisling also is familiar
Are we
with.
about to list the victims?
No,
Okay.
not yet. He linked the sign in their foreheads to a African death cult, but has otherwise offered no useful information.
Who is this guy?
A Dr. Mordecai Lemming.
Is literally his name is a rodent which kills itself mass suicide.
What?
Lemmings. They run off cliffs and stuff because they get confused.
Really? Oh,
Seriously?
wow.
God, you're young. Alright, anyway, so he was the physician? Or
No,
He is a folklorist.
that's
We're-
actually not true,
Yeah.
Rick. Hashtag myth.
They're just flinging themselves over the.
I mean, I helped them a little, but they still did it.
Oh my
This-
god. Oh my god.
Also, it was a Disney movie.
Hashtag never wrong.
Um,
Folklore fuddy-duddy.
yeah, he also tells you that the investigation came to a close when Captain Robson of the 14th Precinct in Harlem arrested a local man, Hilton Adams, who had been found at the scene of one of the murders. Murders.
Oh dear.
Now that another murder has taken place, however, Poole is, like he said earlier, concerned that Robson got the wrong man. So yeah, there's that. When he mentions the death cult, does Peggy tell him anything?
Yeah, Peggy.
Yeah, she gives him the name of the cult that it most likely is. She's read something
That is,
somewhere with that symbol.
That is very interesting information.
So it's usually an African cult, so I'm not sure how it's gotten here to America, but...
Yeah. You please roll an let's see. Roll an occult, maybe?
Occult might be the most relevant one, I would think. I think I know where you're going with this.
Yeah. Aisling, you can roll anthropology. Because this is leading a little bit into your territory
I'll-
also.
Yeah,
Try a cult,
29.
Yeah.
Nah, no,
would you
absolutely
say that Archie's background would help here or not?
Not for this one.
I
No.
see, so they aren't a profitable institute.
They were driven off cliff for dramatic effect by nature documentary crew.
Produced by Disney.
No!
Was that Rosemary?
Yes.
The conductor, yeah.
Yeah. Is that Lemmings?
Yeah.
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 Oh.
Anything else you want to ruin for me apart from my childhood?
Well, that's already
Oh,
been
don't
ruined
open
for
that
you.
can of worms.
Yes, jeez. I mean, not one lemming ever thought to stop and go,
Aisling.
Yeah.
that was funny though.
Having looked at or having had that word, the cult of the bloody tongue, mentioned to you, that something itches at the back of your mind and like, Kenya. I think that might be centered around Kenya is the thought that springs to mind.
She thinks it. She doesn't say it to the detective.
No, that's fine.
You're playing a dangerous game,
Mm-hmm.
but I love it. I don't write it down though.
Also, Lieutenant,
Yes.
I think probably this will help with some other business. A Mr. Carlisle is mentioned in this letter.
Carlisle.
That's true. Despite your best attempts.
The one in the papers.
The billionaire?
Yeah, the rich playboy.
Dead one?
Yes. And she hands him the...
I have to say, the dead one.
Yes. It's mentioned the lawyer and his lawyer was looking into...
Where did you...
It's the
I
newspaper.
found it in the room.
What's that?
I'm very glad that you informed me of this. If there are other things that may
I
pop
also
up-
found this, these two things. A matchbook
Dear
and a
Mr.
calling
Carlisle,
card.
to Cairo, Egypt, 3rd of March, 1919. Your lawyer informed me that you seek certain knowledge of this land and its distant past. I believe I can aid you in this regard. Inquiries in the old quarter have identified one Faraz Najjar? I am not very good with these foreign
Great regard.
names.
Can
In the
Aisling read it and do it
street of
perfectly?
Jackals. In the street of Jackals, who claims to be in possession of singular curios, which he believes will be of great interest to you. He is prepared to part with these items if a suitable price can be agreed upon, and I shall endeavor to make sure that matters are arranged to your satisfaction. Yours, Mr. Warden Bessart.
Assad? I don't know this. I don't know this man, do I?
I don't see that this is really relevant to the
Peggy.
investigation, but
Peggy Dog. He's implying that it's not relevant to the investigation. Would you like to tell him why he's wrong?
where on the crime scene did you find these?
You found them on the cultist, didn't you? No.
No, you found them near where you had seen the cultist actually try to rummage through a drawer in
The
his
cultists
room.
were looking for it. It was something that our friend had. Would that be right?
Yeah.
And that indeed makes it relevant. Thank you.
She is quite brilliant, isn't she?
Yeah. When I call upon your services, Tommy, show them how to die.
No. Not yet.
He looks at all of you, and
I mean,
I
this
wasn't
is a-
gonna say this, but I
helping
feel
them,
like you are people I can trust.
Sorry.
Well, I mean, in this endeavour, I assure you, our aims and objectives run parallel.
I have my suspicions that Captain Robson is corrupt.
Oh,
Another
really?
one.
He arrested the first person he found on the crime scene, who could have very well been a witness to help with the case in Harlem, and it's the police force. Excuse me
Well,
if I'm
if he
skeptical.
needs a good lawyer,
Then
I
it's
can
the
get him
police,
in
it's all
contact
police.
with someone if he is indeed innocent.
That's a fair point, actually. Has he been indicted? Is he up to trial yet?
Is he dead?
Have they killed him in the prison yet? I mean, I have read up on America. At least in England, we're never wrong.
My sister sends me letters about what you guys do.
I never read those.
Oh, you never read them?
No.
You never read the letters that she sends
You
you?
use big words.
No, she writes, "You okay?" Question mark.
You invented leet speak.
Yes.
Is it a 4? Does she use a 4 instead of an A? Monstrous.
Is this something they say, or is it just banter?
He receives a phone
Touche.
call.
No, we don't say anything.
Also, he receives a phone call while you're in the office. Just after he says that, and he hangs up. After he's clearly upset because he takes the phone. And says, "He did what?"
Gosh, I was kidding.
And then he hangs up,
Mm.
and he comes over to you and says, "Yeah, I have a gut feeling that these rumors are true, because the same Robson just pulled a rank, and he's whisked that surviving cultist, as you call them, right under our noses."
What's the agenda?
Well, he's
he
definitely
claimed
not
he needs them
innocent
for
now.
questioning in association with the Adams case,
Well, if he
and
needs
that I
to-
can have them back when he's done with them.
How long
Interesting.
was it a deadly wound, even with my first aid?
Yes.
About
he
an hour.
probably punctured some, like a
Yeah.
bladder or something,
Yeah.
and when that mixes,
Yeah, that's not easy to
No.
fix. Not even today.
no. So he's not got long left.
Yeah. So, approximately how long?
Uh,
Do I know?
Now,
Do from? I mean,
if he gets
since-
medical attention, he may survive the night.
Hmm.
But that's if he's really lucky.
Gross.
I tell this to the lieutenant.
Unload.
Yep, that is my thoughts exactly. I have a feeling that Robson doesn't want him to survive.
I mean, I wouldn't. There's a great way to clean a house.
Exactly.
Quick question. You said he's corrupt. Or you said the rumor leans in a bit to make sure no one's listening around the area. Are we talking corrupt as in the occasional backhand, or the corrupt, okay, if you want to carve someone's face with a tongue, that's okay with me, I'll cover it up for you? What kind of corruption are we talking about here? What's the rumors say?
So
I
many
don't know,
kinds.
but I have a feeling that it's more than just allowing someone to get away with the fine.
He's probably the head of it.
I don't know if I would like to say that, but I am quite certain that he is capable of looking the other way.
I do have one last question before my expertise in this kind of, unfortunately, dwindles out, and you should probably ask the others. They're much better at this than I am. It's the only time ever he will be honest.
Yeah.
How much does Robson get paid? And did he buy a watch lately? A good one? Wouldn't know, no.
No.
That's okay, I can find out myself.
No. Look, I
Did you know Jackson lies at all?
no, I did not. But you told me he was a writer, and you mentioned something about cults.
I didn't mention anything.
You've probably mentioned in your statements when.
Oh yeah. But like,
but nothing like.
It's the police, not Dad.
Ooh, something to pack there.
no.
Who stole the lemming, is it, or whatever?
The
Wasn't me.
lemon cake,
I didn't say
Archie.
Archie.
Yeah, like,
Fuck.
okay.
Go on.
No, just Yeah, no.
Canes and watches seems Archie has expanded his interest from just shoes.
Yes, but his first love will always be his first love.
Yeah.
Sorry.
bless you.
Bless you.
For the
Oh, don't
podcast, the keeper just sneezed.
Miss Andrews.
Mm-hmm.
Since you trusted me, I will decide to trust you as well. And I will let you have this back on the condition that should there be a case should there be a circumstance where I might happen to need it,
Mm-hmm.
that you will at least offer me a copy.
Of course. I will
And
keep
I
one.
will endeavour to keep you informed, because I have a feeling that we can help each other.
I would
Yes.
greatly appreciate it. The police do wonderful work.
Well, I hope at least some of us do decent job.
She puts her hand on his arm. You seem completely capable of your station.
Ashton gives Archie a little side eye, like.
What? She can touch you if she wants.
Be good side of police. That's always good, I think. Yeah.
Someone
Seduce.
knocks on the door,
Mm.
and officer hands the lieutenant some papers, and he goes through them and says, there seems to be a witness. Hotel staff seems to have spotted what might be a getaway car that drove off when they arrived. And we checked the registration to a stolen car. It belonged to a Thomas Witherspoon.
Witherspoon.
And it was
Miss
stolen this evening, actually, while parked on Lenox Avenue in Harlem.
In Harlem, interesting.
Yeah.
Globetrotters.
I feel like I've already gotten more than enough information from you now, and I think that there is no point in me bothering you and taking up your time tomorrow. But might I call upon you should I need more information, or should I have information that might be useful to you?
Oh, likewise.
Of course.
He hands you your his card, since he got yours, and asks you where you will be staying.
Yeah. What at that time is the most exclusive, expensive
I was
hotel?
hoping you would ask this question. But I have the answer.
I'm predictable. No.
Was the Waldorf a thing in this time with the Hiltons?
Let's see.
No one could have
yes,
predicted this.
It is. And I believe that... let's see. Actually, the plaza on Grand Army Plaza, Manhattan.
The plaza of the Grand. That's a plaza.
Yeah, on Grand Army Plaza, Manhattan. Not to be confused with the plaza of the same name in Brooklyn, is the place to stay for wealthy investigators. Alternatively, if the plaza has no room available, then you stay at the Waldorf.
They would have space for Peggy.
Yes.
That's the penthouse. Oh,
Yes.
but the manager lives there.
So I would say that it's either the plaza,
Especially when she
or,
mentioned
the Waldorf, but
the plaza.
yeah,
Especially when she mentions the name Andrews.
yes. So you have rooms at the plaza. What about the two of you?
I am also going to the plaza.
I mean, you can certainly afford
A
Oh,
rich
yeah.
student?
You have a couch.
What?
She like
I'm
squints her eyes.
barely
and says,
paying
Aren't
for
you
my
a
tuition.
businessman?
"Oh yeah, aren't you like a man of business?
The do business?
know what
If you
happens.
do not touch any of my books, any of them, you can sleep."
I will try and resist the urge to read through boring tomes of dust and I will not touch your books.
Thank you. You can sleep in my office.
Excellent, of course. That's perfect.
You
Lieutenant.
probably have a guest room.
Yeah, but she's not going home.
Oh.
Lieutenant,
Yes.
if I may, just a word of warning from me to you, but not from me per se, but rather, in my experience, fellows who can actually sneak in on a hotel for a fire escape with a car that they've stolen can very easily be connected through other police and then go after police officers who may be being a bit too nosy.
I thank you for the warning, but I've been in this game for quite some time.
Oh, well, good. I'm sure you'll turn out fine.
Familiar with this aspect, but thank you for the thought.
Well, we may need you later.
He kind of smiles wryly and leads you out as you're about to leave.
Oh, okay.
And, yeah, and thanks you for being so cooperative and helpful.
Sorry. Ashling does
And
not
with
trust
that,
him
I think
at
we're
all.
going to take a break
Yes.
Thank you.
because it's been a bit of an intense time. So we're gonna be back at 1:45, if that's okay with
Yeah.
everyone.
Quarter to 8?
1:45,
Quarter to
yes.
9.
Sheesh.
9:45, and then
Sheesh.
we're gonna rush things up after that.
Yeah.
Because it's
Sheesh.
getting late.
Yes, and we were a bit late last time, so.
So, yeah, we're just gonna turn off the sound and we will be with you in, a little over 10 minutes. So. And we are back. We're just waiting for Hulda, who is right around the corner.
Maybe I'll just like tell the people who like pay for Patreon or something. It's like that's.
I think what has basically happened now is that after they've been to the police station,
Police.
the investigators have withdrawn to perhaps a hotel room or something. Peggy's hotel room is probably a suite
Yes. Yeah.
with a lot of room.
With refreshments.
Yes.
There's a mini bar.
And there's a maid.
No, there's no alcohol,
No alcohol.
but Peggy may have managed to
She has a very
Procure.
big fur coat.
thing.
Procure some wares.
Go clink clink.
I mean, it's
Oh,
not
God.
real champagne unless it comes from that province in France, and Peggy has
Just
travelled
came from France. Yeah, that's true.
It's like it's not real Guinness unless it comes from that place in Ireland called Guinness. Yeah,
They would not be.
that's not even. I don't even know if that's an Irish name. No. Sorry, Cash was thinking of jumping up, but there is nothing for him here except for failure.
He got it and nose boop.
He knows
Prohibition.
And he knows it boop.
But what would you describe to us your new room?
No, you are
It's-
not going there, sweetie. Sorry.
A fancy flat.
Yeah,
Everything in Art Nouveau.
it is like
Yeah.
real freaking posh. You might even have gotten the penthouse suite.
Bitchin'. All right, get out, Gates. Yeah. Oh wait, yeah, grow. Fuck you, Gatsby. Kick. Ah. Yes, I'm sorry, Mr. Gatsby. It's just that she's paying more. I'll roll you over in my car. You probably will.
Oh, I love the fact that I'm checking on
Keep it
prohibition. No.
Prohibition? Sorry. And
Worldwide. And France and Italy isn't even mentioned.
Yeah.
but it is good, yeah.
I
You
mean-
need to have the wire.
Exactly.
So sorry.
Oh,
Praying for me?
yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, no, but you're touching it now, so. I'm kidding, yeah. It's
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you ruined the moment, yeah.
So sorry.
Well, I was totally going to keep it
Okay,
myself.
so
Then he was like this.
before we start to say the main discussion, at one point while they're traveling or something, Cooper's gonna pull Aisling aside, and for a moment he is straight back to that to the Cooper you knew in Peru, more melancholy look, the Australian accent, everything. He goes, "I am so sorry about what happened. If you ever need to talk, just say the word." And he continues into the suite.
She was like, thank fuck I didn't have to say anything back. It's the only thing she said. She thinks. Like, she doesn't give you anything back. But, yeah, as she's like, come on Archie, we're going back to the university.
Excellent.
Unless you want to go back to my place, just don't wreck it.
As long as there is a place where I can rest my head, I shall be fine.
So do you want the university or do you want my apartment?
Oh, don't let me make decisions.
University or apartment, Archie?
Oh, God.
University or apartment?
University. It's a smaller word, isn't it?
Do you want a bed or a sofa? It's pretty much the asked question.
I'm just so sober. I hate this country.
We've got the brandy in the university, come on.
Sorry. Yes.
So, you've got some handouts that
Mm-hmm.
you might want to look at.
Yes.
All right.
Busy looking at the Bond villain over
So
there.
we're in Peggy's suite.
Peggy's suite.
Suite,
at
yes.
the,
And everyone's got whatever
plaza.
they wanted for refreshments, not alcohol, from her maid.
Okay, so we're all in.
She has the
Yes.
penthouse suite.
Oh, so we're not going back to university.
No.
Not right now.
Okay.
I mean, you can imagine that scene. So we go back to the university. Peggy says, well, we could go back to my penthouse. Yeah.
Will be some midday tea and biscuits.
Midday.
and
Wait, what time is it?
Oh no, it's quite late.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
Well,
was gonna say-
midday.
it's late.
Yeah.
It's like midnight now, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah. 1
Finger
a.m.
food and drinks.
And they call it a hot dog. I hope it's not made of real dog.
Midnight tea.
Speaking of drink, Archie, do you have my flask? I am guessing it's empty by now.
Do you know what? In all the excitement, no, it's not empty.
Oh. Share it.
You know what? You're far too good to me, Tommy. Here you go.
I'm gonna have a prohibition-friendly drink. Chocolate milk.
Well, everyone's gathered. I think we'll put our clues out and just get something from this horrible ordeal. And Peggy finds a net little suitcase, opens it up, and brings out this big book with papers and stuff poking out, with things red underlined and just journaling book. And she puts it down, and then she puts the handout, the things she found on top. The letter, the
Lord.
calling card, and the
Matches.
matches.
I'm going to.
And she takes out a pen.
I'm gonna
I
take a seat.
might as well add to the lot here. I found
Another calling
I
card.
found a calling card for from Emerson Imports.
New York.
One thing
There's
we can
something on the back.
one thing you can jot down is that those testicles are most likely from Kenya.
Oh, I only knew Africa, but just Kenya is better.
Where's Kenya? Is it a place in
For
Africa?
the record, in that
It's
letter
a
it says Najar or Najar. It's just that. Yeah. Paul is not used to reading about.
I'm just trying to.
Yes,
many
there's
I
the
think another place you
Najar.
mean. The BBC have a lot of fun with that name.
In the Street of the Jackals.
If it's that place in Africa.
No, it was.
So, something from
Right.
Africa, something from
Faz
probably
Najar.
China, New
Yeah.
York, and London.
Just-
We're dealing with multicultural cultists.
That's not exactly.
Multicultural cultists.
Something to celebrate.
I mean, if you're going to go global, then you have to really detach yourself from such meager ideas as the color of a man's skin.
I mean, would you said you had something from China there?
Yes, this matchbox.
Oh? Whereabouts in China?
Shanghai. Well, no, wait. Lantern Street, but it says Shanghai Fun and Friends.
Really?
Do you know that place, Archie?
You've been to China, right?
Well, I mean,
Fun and Friends sounds like your kind of place.
Shanghai is like a country on its own, really. It's, blessed. You know what? I have a wretched headache.
But yeah, I found this photo on the one who was alive, and it looks like it could be from somewhere in China.
I mean, I don't recognise the buildings, but that definitely is one of the tingy little boats. But that big white one there, that's a... It's a very small merchant navy ship, is it?
Can we see a name on the ship?
Can I try to roll? I was gonna say history check, but like something.
You have a spyglass. That's no, not spyglass. Loop?
Yeah, yeah. It is spyglass though. isn't
No,
it?
spyglass
Not
is
so
the-
much.
yeah.
A loop, yeah.
Yeah, a loop.
DA something.
DA something.
But is there any way I can like roll to see if I can see where this country, where this is taken?
Let's see. Let's see. let's see.
I mean, that boat would
Magnifying
be
glass.
Magnifying glass, that's the one.
for Stortus's
Thank you,
glass.
Charles.
Yes, thank you. Spyglass.
But Rick, did you
Understanding
want
glass.
to share anything about that?
I don't exactly know what I'd be sharing yet, so that's a tricky one.
Because you recognize definitely the Chinese boats.
Go on, what are they called? Does it say there?
Junks.
I thought it was. I didn't want to get it wrong because that's a
Yeah.
horrible thing to get wrong on. They're called junk.
And you're fairly certain that the buildings in the background are familiar to you.
I mean, it looked like colonial buildings. Certainly not of local culture.
Let's see. Let me have a look. See. Magnifying glass. Thank you, Charlie's Dragon.
Do you give them...
I also I found these. Mr. Elias was looking for a book
From Harvard.
at the Harvard University Library.
That's probably something our professor can look into.
Definitely.
Rick, you can roll a spot hidden.
And well, it was a shame we went to the theater because
Jesus.
apparently there was
94.
a
Shall I push?
2-hour lecture
How
on
much
the
would you
cult of darkness in Polynesia and the Southwest Pacific.
Lots of soul.
Nah,
Not worth it.
nah. But you're fairly certain that
There are some blood spots on that. I'm
Uh,
sorry about that.
it looks very familiar, like Shanghai familiar, but you can't place it. So.
Now, hold on a moment.
Do I recognize the name, Professor Anthony Coles, Doctor?
Yes, you do.
Yes, I thought I would. Where do I recognize this name from?
Let me just find the other book for a second.
What does that say now? It's a D-A-N? Is that an N? The letters on the white boat there, you can just about make them out. I
Doesn't
swear,
Aisling have a magnifying glass in her pocket?
fairly certain I recognise those buildings, but for the life of
Could it
me,
be an R? D-A-R?
oh, it could be.
In my satchel, do I have a magnifying glass? Check. I do not.
Also,
No.
let's see. Yeah. Yeah, you know him. Dr. Cowles is a. Let's see.
I put them in.
Looking for boat names.
Yeah. You are very familiar with him because you saw him earlier this week,
Oh!
or when you were in Massachusetts, because he is currently. He's accepted a semester fellowship at Miskatonic. So he's currently residing in Massachusetts. Yeah,
Okay.
and he is he's an Australian.
Yeah, I got figured by the University of Sydney. How was his how was he as a character?
Barbarian.
Well, he's an Aussie.
No, but like, is he grave and serious? Is he a bit awkward? Is he very confident and boisterous? Is he loud? Is he quiet? Is he? Does he have an air of mystery around him? Is he an open book? Like, what is?
Yeah,
he?
we get the list.
See,
These are, of course, the only options.
Um,
Egyptian vessel.
Give me a second.
This isn't
I just need to
It's-
find a page here.
I don't suppose that's an F, is it? No, it's most certainly not an F. That's a shame. I thought I was onto something there.
Does anyone know someone that knows about boats?
Well, I mean, go down to the dockyard, so who doesn't? I mean, I wouldn't recommend it for yourself, of course.
Go down there with some money. I think I could rustle up something.
Oh yes, I'm sure that'll go really well.
Peggy does not notice that comment at all.
Actually,
I choose not to.
this is one of the few people at Miskatonic that you delighted in the company.
Oh.
He is
Oh, really?
has a broad Australian accent and a booming voice and an equally booming laughter. Friendly and cheerful, and unlike a lot of academics in this day and age, he knows how to talk respectfully to women.
Oh.
He has a daughter that you've also met. She's 20 years old, called Ava.
Oh.
And she is a student and lives with her father in Arkham.
Mm-hmm.
She also sometimes helps her father with his work. And her mother, Professor Cal's wife, died.
Mm.
So he's very protective of his daughter. But he gets along swimmingly with you, and probably was very quick to invite you for a cup of tea. So you already have a good rapport.
Yeah. She she looks at the name and is like, well, let's just say that I'm very friendly with Professor Anthony Cowles, and I know his daughter quite well, so I'll write up a letter to him right now. He's in Massachusetts, so I don't know if we can go to Massachusetts at this point.
If we send him telegram.
Yes, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
A telegram or a letter. I'll do that tomorrow morning, first thing, when everything's open.
Aisling, do you still have the knife?
Why do you ask?
Why is it
I just want to take a look at it.
Archie's like, I know that tone. Tread carefully, friend.
She takes it out and doesn't look at you as she notes stuff in literally what I'm doing right now in her notebook. Give it back though.
So, of course.
And she also hands you the cheap the one of the mask that the guy had on him. She never gave it to the police.
Aisling.
He says like a proud father.
There's a
First time.
there's a little
No,
bit.
that's
There's a
not
little
the
bit.
first time she's heard it.
I don't recognise that tone.
Yeah.
This is
there.
This is rather alarming, actually. The letter here, which discusses our friend trying to acquire... No, dear Mr. Carlisle.
Yeah.
Wait, where did
Yeah.
you find this?
Oh, in the drawer where the cultists were looking.
It was probably actually the drawer was probably taken out of the drawer case. Yeah.
Drawer?
This was-
Drawer stand.
Yeah,
Drawer
drawer, yeah.
section.
Drawer section.
Yeah.
And the Carlisle is mentioned in the telegraph we received from Mr. Jackson that made us all meet up and find that people were still alive.
That was, well, that didn't work out, did it? No, I just noticed here there's this gentleman on the 3rd of March 1919. Now get your chronological things in order here.
It is.
Well, 3rd of March, where's that? I do believe it's here.
Yeah.
So, before all of this occurred, he's getting confirmation about some artifact in Egypt. I mean, this is what I would call the prospect.
Yeah, it's before this.
This is the get through the door. This is the reason he thought it was okay. Now, I wonder whether it might be worth writing a letter off to this gentleman. Just...
I can do that as well while I'm writing a letter to Anthony Coles tomorrow morning. What was his
Oh,
name?
no, don't. If you're going to write it, darling, put my name, please.
Well, I'm just going to say Professor Burnell.
Yeah, don't do that.
Why?
Why? Because they won't know you. They'll check
We
your
have the
name.
same last name.
Oh, heavens. Okay. Look, I have, unfortunately, certain shall we say, reputation in these circles. So when they do actually inquire, they will know that I am a person who is beneath the law. So if you use your name, they will find you to be rather troublesome professor who is probably sticking their head in somewhere they shouldn't.
This is the one time I will ever use your name, okay? Ever.
I would like to say Charlie's Dragon in the chat just says, just write
A Burnell.
Burnell.
Yeah.
But
A.
that-
Dot
you know what?
Burnell.
After her saying this is the only time I will ever use your name, Abraham. that was close enough.
Yeah, that is true.
It's the principle of things.
Oh, copyright. There we go.
Burnell.
Send a letter to, what was his name?
What's his
Warren
name? Warren Bassat. Bassat. Sorry. Gosh, cursive in this country. But yes, he actually identifies Old Quarter. I've identified one Faraz Nayar in the street of Jackals, who claims to be in possession of singular curios. Pairs apart with these items of suitable price be agreed upon. I shall endeavour to make that matters arranged to your satisfaction. Now, in this letter, I want you to indicate, however, don't confirm, but indicate we may be in possession of whatever was purchased. I want them to come to us. And if we can be waiting, well, then that would be that means we don't have to go to Egypt.
Or Kenya.
Or Kenya. Or hell, if I could stay here for this entire incident, that'd be super. Oh, wait, no. Alcohol.
Has Archie looked at the matchbox properly
No.
yet?
Now he is.
He needs a smoke and then.
Smoke a drink.
You recognise the logo.
Oh, fuck.
What now? Someone
Was
you've
this
done business with?
another adventure you didn't care to elaborate on for your friends?
Now, that's not fair. Usually I'm so drunk I can't remember myself. Shanghai Fun and Friends. Indeed, yes. Fun and Friends.
Where do you recognise that from, Archie?
I was just...
You know that Lantern Street is in a district of bars, gambling dens, and as they call them, flower girl houses.
So it's a street of museums and schools for the underprivileged.
So for you, that means prostitutes and gambling.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And you may not have been there to that
Please.
specific bar,
Yeah.
but you know of it, and you know where it is because you've passed it several times.
Yeah, I've probably been warned against it. This was
It's dingy.
this was one of the locations that my friends in low places actually warned me against. So haven't been there, but
You've probably not been warned against it, but it's just, yeah, you might actually have been there.
right.
That's up to
I
you.
can't remember,
No, that
but I remember something.
yes, but you know that it's definitely in Shanghai, and
The address
it
is-
is a place.
Yes, it is a place,
You recognise the logo.
and I think I was very drunk when I was there last.
You're always drunk, but you do remember it, right?
Enough.
Yeah,
The
well, that's all
knife.
we need.
The knife.
Yeah.
Gosh, there's so many papers.
Doesn't have any special marks or.
Heavens, they're here. Gosh, Tottenham Court. I mean, that's just down the block from where Dad lives.
Yeah, I know.
Can we not?
We're not going to go there now.
Good.
It's quite lovely still.
Mm.
It was a beautiful soiree.
Yeah, I was mostly fond of the British Museum.
Le Yorn, as they say in French.
Let's see.
Besides, the police aren't exactly friendly.
To you.
That's what matters.
It would depend on why police were there, wouldn't it? If you tried to steal something from the museum, I'm sure they would be really cross.
Well, yes, I suppose they were well within their. So anyway,
The machete-looking knife, was that the one?
Mm-hmm.
Or the one you pulled out from his back?
Both.
So the machete is kind of, it's not very
He was the author of the
memorable
Okay.
per se. It's just it doesn't look quite like a machete. You're not very familiar with like, it looks like it's probably African from the little knowledge that you can surmise, but that's kind of it. It's got no specific like features.
Okay.
The smaller knife though, from what you know of weapons, it looks like this is the kind of thing that would be thrown. And it has kind of it's almost like three-pronged. It looks like a little axe. It's like this, and then it has
Oh no.
elongated here,
Oh no, no, those.
and it's a little sharp bit there, and then there's a handle.
Oh, not those.
And
As
you've not seen them before, but you can imagine that this is some nasty shit. This is some nasty shit. And it was the person who had the more fancy looking mask who had it.
Is this the knife that I had?
No, this is the
there's
one that
other-
he
Yeah.
found.
you had tiny,
Yeah, this one's
tiny knife.
Kind of
Let me see.
What?
ish.
What? I want to see.
Not quite, but it's like in that family tree. Yeah, a little bit closer, but something in that line. I have a picture over here, but that would.
Those are
Ooh.
African throwing knives.
Yeah.
They are
Whoa.
designed basically to hit on any angle.
You probably recognize them from some museum
Yeah.
things, and you're like, oh yeah.
You don't want to be hit by that.
No.
Ashling, does your university have a wing on the occult?
She like looks at you and like, my wing. I have so many books.
On the occult, this the bloody tongue.
I do.
I would like. Can I borrow? Is it like a library?
She
How-
like look, no
Okay.
one's touching my books but me. So we
If I have
there
my
is a whole freaking
gloves.
library
yeah.
that is situated. Let's see.
Yeah, there's like there is.
the
I would love an even day
the
in
New
the
York
library.
Public Library is it's at number 12. So it's around Midtown. It's huge. There is also a on-campus library at the university. So both of them have a lot of stuff, and Ashling is very familiar with both of them.
Yeah. I roll way too high in library. I have like a really high number in literally library use.
You're on first name basis with all the employees.
Yes.
Do you think we can get a hold of all these books and just have a
Yes.
look, see,
Yes. I am positive.
afternoon read,
She like wait.
a week read?
Yeah, I was like after. Oh, we'll need more than
Yeah. So they're not books like this, like handy little
that. She like
pamphlets.
as you do that, she just takes your hands and just like widens it a bit. There we go.
Also, talking about books, you realise something.
You. 'Follow.
Joanna Kensington doesn't know. You know Joanna Kensington quite well.
Yeah.
Because she's Jackson's publisher.
Yeah. Oh, about him being dead.
Yeah.
Oh no. Can I borrow your phone?
Of course.
She goes.
The maid picks it up and gives it to you.
You also have her private number.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna, as she takes like I'm guessing the lead. No wait, it's 1920, so it's via. I was thinking about the lead, but it's on a.
Yeah.
It's
usually
on
on
a
the wall.
wall. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking of Mary
Somehow
Poppins.
actually here it might be on a side table because you do have the ones that are on tables.
Yeah.
Well,
The
we-
Victoria in in the 1920s they started with the stationary ones on the tables.
Oh wait, did I miss Jackson dying because busy things? Yes, Jackson's very much dead.
Not dying. Dead.
From the
Dead.
very start.
Yeah.
We kind of moved on real quick.
No, she hasn't.
We haven't had time. We're
Yeah.
trying to find the muckers that killed him.
Yep.
Oh, well, more in the loss 2 years later.
But yeah, she goes in. She goes to the phone and starts putting in Joanne's number.
Wait for it to say, are you sure? Yeah, he's fucking dead. You can see his internals. I mean, his train, his intestines were like a big train.
Yeah.
Kind of tube thing.
It
It's
doesn't
horrible.
take long until you get an answer.
Had to be there.
Yeah. Hi.
Yeah, hello?
Hi, Joanna. It's Aisling. So sorry for calling you this late.
Oh, hi, darling. How are you doing? Have you been sitting up late working again?
You can definitely say that. There's something's definitely come on my lap. I need you to be sitting down for this.
Alright.
Are you sitting down?
Yeah.
It's Jackanory.
Okay.
You hear the flick of her lighter.
So American.
Yeah. So it might be that you're out of a job.
Wow! That's a start.
Because
You know that he's not the only one.
I know, no,
that
but you
happened.
and so like I mean you might have been
Lost a
lost
client.
a client. Yeah.
What are you talking about, Ashley?
Jackson Elias is dead.
Doing fine.
Peggy's just.
There's complete silence for a moment.
And I stumbled upon it. He was murdered by the cults, and it wasn't pretty. And his, intestines were everywhere, and he was carved on the forehead by like something. But it's gonna be fine because not really because the police are on it, but we're also on it because we have loads of information and things, and that's why I'm up, and that's just why I'm calling just to tell you. And I hope you have a really lovely night. Not really. I just. Are you hot? I'm really hot.
Maid stands beside you.
Like, and it's
You hear
genuine.
this long breath, like someone who's been holding it for a while. I always told them he'd come up to a nasty end with all these things.
Do you know about the cult of the bloody tongue?
I think we need to talk.
Yeah, we're doing that right now.
Oh my god.
I think I need to process this.
Yeah.
And then I think we need to talk tomorrow.
When?
Let me just think. I'm gonna call his lawyer. Because things need to be put in order. And how about we meet around lunchtime tomorrow
Mm-hmm.
at Prospero?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Would you rather it just be us, or would it be okay if I had some other people with me that are on the investigation of his death and the cult, or would you be more comfortable if it's just me?
You have a whole team.
Well,
Interesting.
yes. You remember Peru? It's
Yes.
them.
Ah.
Yeah. Also my brother, sadly. He joined this time as well.
I am not Scooby-Doo.
You can hear the like
Yeah.
of the cigarillo that she's clearly
Yeah.
smoking through the line. Because there's a long pause and then another long breath. Right.
Oh, and Mrs. Andrews, she's apparently now Peggy Lynch, she's apparently now Mrs. Andrews and apparently a lady detective. So, you know.
Useful.
Very.
Do we hear this?
You heard her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she
when
says-
was our appointment with the police?
Oh, he told you that he didn't.
We
need
didn't have to be there.
Oh, okay.
After a long breath, she says, I'm gonna go and have a glass of something that I'm not allowed to say, and then I'm gonna have a phone call, and I'll see you tomorrow, actually.
Yep. Lunch, Prospero.
Yes. Take care of yourself.
My what?
Take care of yourself.
Oh, that's not gonna happen. Good night. And she
She chuckles.
she and then hangs up. Sorry, I kind of zoned out because I was looking at this. Did she say that it was good to have the whole team or just her?
Oh, good to have the whole.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So, guys, we're having lunch at Prospero tomorrow. Everyone, be at your finest. You don't have any problem with that. You
Prospero
do.
House is the publisher.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And
We're going to the finest place there is.
and with that, I think we're going to call it a night because we're quite far over the time.
Yeah. Oh.
But I think you also needed to talk a little about all the handouts.
Yeah.
So
We're not finished yet. So many words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with that, we're just going to say that thank you for joining us for this quite brutal start of something big.
Thought you were gonna ease us into
Uh-uh.
it.
No, we
Not
don't
gonna
do
happen. Yeah.
No.
Also, I just want to show off. We have merch.
You look so comfy.
Yeah.
And it's really comfy. It's really, really comfy. And they come up in really big sizes, so I have like one that I can just drown in. And yeah, they can
Drowning.
be found on our Teespring. The link to that is on our link tree. You can find our link tree on both Twitter and Instagram. And yeah,
We're gonna probably be on online next time.
Yeah.
Yes. We're also, yes, we're not going to be doing this in person anymore. The only reason we did decide to go through with it was because we were informed of the changes and regulations yesterday, and we literally did not have time to fix so that we could still stream today without having to cancel, and that would have meant 2 weeks until we could have streamed.
Yeah.
So it was simply a matter of time restraint. We've been very careful, keeping distances. We have had anti-bac and
Cool bubble.
Also, some of us are just inside 24/7.
Yes.
Either way.
we've pretty much been socially isolating ourselves, all of us.
Yeah.
I've not really been outside for a week.
Yeah. Same.
We've not had any visitors. So,
Nobody
yes.
comes near me.
So,
Nobody
we
gets to
weren't really
did.
too happy
Pick
about
up the
having
closest.
to
Now
sort of
you're in my way.
bend the rules here, but it was a matter of we didn't have an alternative. So next time, however, we'll have 2 weeks to prepare for a proper social distancing stream.
A Zoom meeting.
Yes, so that will probably be over Discord or something.
We're gonna be online.
So we're playing online. And we will probably also have another live stream this week or next a little bit, depending on when we can find time, all of us, to do test. So we're going to have a bit of a test stream together to check out tech and everything, make sure everything works, and that, you know, all our internets are cooperating with each other and all that, and that will also give us an opportunity to talk a little bit about handouts and clues and such, and discuss where you guys want to go next.
I'm gonna get some red string.
Yes, you
Yeah.
have to.
We do have a
Big ass notebook.
cork board
Might not be. It might be actually not big enough.
Well, the thing is, we might have enough cameras to do it. Like, to film the actual corkboard.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Like,
Yeah.
you guys can do that.
Because we can sit beside each other.
I have ideas.
Yes.
Yes.
So anyway, yeah. Thank you for joining us, and
we
we
didn't
will see you probably quite soon, but definitely on the 18th at 6 p.m. That is when the official next episode will be run. And thank you for joining our stream. If you haven't already, please follow and subscribe to our YouTube and all of that. And
Spread the word.
Spread the word. Spread the word. Join our Discord.
Yes.
And hope
Spread
you have
the
a
cult.
wonderful evening.
Do your best.
Do your best.
It's 2021. Low expectations.
Yeah, yeah. No expectations. Bye.
Bye.